I think we are live. Guys, can you quickly let me know in the chats if we are, if I'm audible to you? Quickly, let me know in the chats if I'm audible to everyone. Quickly, my dear people. Just give me a second, we are starting. Just a second, guys. Perfect. Good evening, all my lovely elites. I hope all of you are doing great. So, my dear people, just quickly give me some green signal from the chat so that I'll get to know I'm perfectly audible and visible to every one of you. Hello Shankar, hello Surbi, hello Ashwin. Welcome back everyone. Quickly let me know in the chats if you can hear me, if I'm audible and visible to every one of you. Quickly, my dear people. So, today, it's going to be the BITSAT 2022 mock test, right? We shall be starting with the chemistry discussion first, and then Shimon sir will join in for the maths, and later on, Shresh sir at the end will be joining in for the physics as well, right? Perfect. So, my dear people, in this particular session, I have come up with around 30 to 35 questions, right, from your complete chemistry, so that you'll get the idea of the level of the examination of the BITSAT, which you're going to write in the upcoming days, right? So before starting this particular session, the ones who have just joined in, the ones who are new to the channel, I'll just quickly introduce myself. So people, my name is Wasim Bhatt and I'm your chemistry master teacher right here on this Vedantu Enlite channel, right? Well, the ones who have not liked the video yet, please do like the video, share the video with everyone and do subscribe to the channel as well, right? And at the same time, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of every single session which we take live on this Vedantu Enlite channel, right? So do like the video, share the video with all of your friends and do subscribe to the channel as well, okay? Perfect guys, quickly let me know in the chats if all of you are super duper excited about this BITSAT 2022 mock test. Quickly let me know in the chats. Hello Aisha, hello Ashwin, hello Ghazi Azhar, hello Monish, hello Nishita. Welcome back all my lovely elites. I'm seeing you after so long, right? Basically I was not well. Yes, I'm still having some throat issues, headaches and all. I don't know what's wrong. But anyways, I'm in a position to take the session, so I might sound a bit low today, but do manage with me, okay? All right. So without wasting a lot of our time, let's get going then. Let's get started with tonight's mock test of the BITSAT 2022 examination, right? With the first question, my dear people, which is going to be on your screen in 3, 2, 1 and now. This is the first question on your screen. I would want you guys to give it a try and let me know its answer in the chat box, right? So the question is, which pair among the following is colorless, right? Which pair among all is colorless? So you are going to identify the colorless species among all the species which are given to us, right? So my dear people, if you just have a look on the first option, right, it is scandium tripositive. Well, if you write the outermost configuration of scandium tripositive, it is basically 3D0 configuration, right? If you write the outermost configuration of Zn dipositive, what is it going to be? It is 3D10 configuration. Perfect. Well, my dear people, in case of scandium tripositive and Zn dipositive, there are no unpaired electrons. Right? And any species which does not contain the unpaired electrons, that is going to be colorless, right? In general. So I must say, the first two, scandium tripositive and zinc dipositive, these are going to be the pair of species over here which will be colorless among all. Rest, if you check all the other things, for example, you have got Cu dipositive. Copper, what is the outermost configuration of copper? It is 3D10 4s1, right? but you're writing Cu di positive, so take 2 electrons out. When you take 2 electrons out, one you'll be taking out from here and one you'll be taking out from here. It becomes 3d9 configuration. In case of 3d9 configuration, you will find one unpaired electron. If there is one unpaired electron in Cu di positive, it is not going to be colorless at all. It will be definitely having some sort of color, right? So D0 and D10 configuration, those species which will be having D0 and D10 configuration, those are generally going to be colorless, right? So it's going to be option 1, which is going to be correct answer of this particular question, right? Perfect, my dear people. What about the second question? What do you think about this particular question? The number of lone pairs present on the following. We are given with certain compounds. We are supposed to calculate the lone pairs present on these particular compounds. So what do you think about this one? Abhijit, I just started the session, right? That was the first question which I did, right? So no need to worry, you're not late. All right, people. So first you have got SCl2. You have got SCl2. Now, first thing, if you talk about sulfur, which is the central atom over here, how many valence electrons it has? It has got some 6 valence electrons because it belongs to oxygen family. Well, if I ask you how many terminal atoms we have got 2 terminal atoms. That means there'll be 2 sigma bonds, right? Out of 6 valence electrons of sulfur, 2 of its valence electrons are used to form 2 sigma bonds. So there'll be 4 electrons left as such on sulfur in the form of 2 lone pairs, right? So there'll be 2 lone pairs on sulfur as well. There'll be 2 lone pairs on sulfur as well, right? Perfect, guys. So in case of sulfur, the central atom, there are 2 lone pairs. Perfect. And my dear people, what is going to be the type of the molecule? Before talking about the type of the molecule, if I ask you what about the steric number is nothing, that is sigma plus lone pair, so 2 plus 2 comes out to be 4. So the hybridization is simply going to be sp3, right? The hybridization is going to be sp3. Now, again, if I talk about the type of the molecule, it's going to be AB2L2 type. It's going to be AB2L2 type, right? As simple as that. Perfect. So if you draw the structure of this SCl2, this is for example Cl, this is Cl, and this is lone pair of sulfur, this is one more lone pair of sulfur, and in the similar way, this chlorine will be having some 3 lone pairs because in its outermost shell there are some 7 electrons, right? Similarly, this chlorine will be having 3 lone pairs. So in total, how many lone pairs are present on this particular compound? It is 3, 3, 3, 6, 6 to 8. So in total, there are 8 lone pairs present on the compound, that is SCl2, right? That's how, you already would have got the answer because there is only one option saying that first compound will be having 8 lone pairs. Anyways, you can check the second as well, just to make this concept a little more clear, right? If I write ClF3 over here, for example, this chlorine, it is the central atom over here, and chlorine has got some 7 valence electrons. Now calculate the terminal atoms. There are 3 terminal atoms, that means there will be 3 sigma bonds, right? Do remember, the number of terminal atoms is always equal to the number of sigma bonds, right? Now, out of 7 valence electrons of chlorine, it has used 3 of its valence electrons to form 3 sigma bonds. So there'll be 4 electrons left as such on chlorine in the form of 2 lone pairs. So there are some 2 lone pairs, right? If I ask you what about the steric number is going to be sigma plus lone pair, that is 5, right? And steric number 5 means the hybridization is going to be sp3d. What is going to be the type of the molecule? The type of the molecule is going to be AB3L2. AB3L2, right? So my dear people, in case of ClF3, on this chlorine there are 2 lone pairs, and on every fluorine there will be 3 lone pairs. On every fluorine there will be 3 lone pairs, right? So 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 2, 11, right? So in case of ClF3, in total there will be 11 lone pairs. In the similar way, my dear people, you can check the rest of the compounds, right? Perfect. Right, clear to everyone? I'm sure you can easily solve this sort of a question from now on. So let me quickly move on to one more question. One more simple question. I want you guys to give it a try and let me know its answer quickly. What do you think? What do you think about this particular question? The first ionization enthalpy of sodium, magnesium, silicon are this and this kilojoules per mole. Then the value of first ionization enthalpy of aluminium in kilojoules per mole will be. What do you think about this one? A very simple and basic question. Well, my dear people, if you talk about sodium, magnesium, aluminium and silicon, right? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium and silicon. Well, you know, on moving from left to right, what happens to ionization energy generally? Ionization energy increases, you know it. So what should be the expected order of ionization energy? This is the expected order of first ionization energy, because you know, on moving from left to the right in the period, ionization energy increases, right? But my dear people, if you look at the outermost configuration of magnesium, that is 3s2. If you look at the outermost configuration of aluminium, that is 3p1, right? 3s2, it's completely filled. I must say 3p1 configuration will be like this, right? Which outermost configuration is more stable if I ask you? I'll say this outermost configuration is more stable. So in order to take electron out from this particular configuration, we need to supply more energy. That is the reason why magnesium has got more ionization energy than that of what? Than that of aluminium. So the actual order is going to be like this. Sodium will be having the least one, then comes aluminium, then comes your magnesium, and then comes your silicon. This is the actual order. This is the actual order. If you got the actual order, that means you can easily solve this question. You can easily solve this question, right? So I must say, first ionization energy of aluminum should be less than that of magnesium. The ionization energy of magnesium is 737, right? That means the ionization energy of aluminum should be less than 737, right? And there is only one option which says less than 737, that is option C, right? I'm sure you can again easily solve this sort of equation from now on, right? The first ionization energy of aluminium is supposed to be less than that of magnesium. Magnesium has got 737, so aluminium should be having less than that, right? As simple as that. And there is one option which satisfies it, that's option C. I'm sure you can easily solve this sort of equation from now on. Perfect. All right, moving on to one more simple question, my dear people, and I'm sure you can easily solve this one as well. Let's give it a try. It's a simple question, and this has been asked once in your BITSAT, right? Let's see what the question says. The question is simple. KSP for PBS, right? PBS. So first of all, if I ask you how this PBS gets dissociated, it will be getting dissociated as PB di positive aqueous plus S di negative aqueous, right? In this way, this PBS is going to get dissociated. Now, my dear people, let's assume the solubility of this PBS is S. So concentration of this PB di positive is going to be S. Even this is going to be S, right? S moles per liter. Right, people? Now, if I ask you to write the KSP expression, how you guys are going to write it? You'll be writing it as concentration of PB di positive raised by stoichiometric coefficient 1, concentration of S di negative raised by stoichiometric coefficient 1. So I must say this KSP will be equal to S into S, that comes out to be S square, right? Perfect. So you can simply calculate S from here. It's going to be under root of KSP. So my dear people, do we know the value of KSP? Yes, that's given in the question. 9 into 10 raised power what? Minus 30. So let me write it like this. It is 9 into 10 raised to the power minus 30 whole raised to the power 1 by 2, right? So it's going to be 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 15 moles per liter, right? So this is going to be the solubility value which you are supposed to calculate. Now you need to compare x into 10 raised power minus 15 with 3 into 10 raised power minus 15, from which you get the idea of x. So x is going to be simply 3. So it's basically going to be option 4, which is going to be the correct answer of this particular equation as well, right? Yes, people? Yes, Abhijit, exactly. Perfect. Now moving on to one more question. I'm sure you can solve this sort of equation easily if this sort of equation comes into exam, right? A very simple and basic question from the chapter mole concept, in which the concept of limiting reagent is involved, right? Yes. Now you need to give it a try and you need to let me know the answer of this particular question. Now my dear people, we are given with a reaction. First of all, look at the reaction carefully. N2 is reacting with H2 and it leads to the formation of NH3, right? Now first of all, if I ask you how many moles of N2 are we given with, you'll write given mass of N2, that's 10 grams, divided by molar mass of N2, that is 28 grams per mole. How many moles of H2 do we have in the beginning? Given mass of H2 divided by molar mass of H2, this will be 2.5, right? As simple as that. Yes. Now I can say at time t is equal to 0, how many moles of N2 do we have? 10 divided by 28. These many moles of N2 we have at time t is equal to 0. Similarly, we have got 2.5 moles of H2 in the container at time t is equal to 0. Since at time t is equal to 0, the reaction wouldn't have started. If the reaction has not started, I must say the number of moles of product formed right now is going to be 0. Now the point is, how do we identify the limiting reagent? My dear people, you are simply going to do one thing. Divide the given number of moles by their respective stoichiometric coefficients. Divide the given number of moles by the respective stoichiometric coefficient. This is 10 divided by 28, whole divided by stoichiometric coefficient, that's 1. It is 2.5 divided by stoichiometric coefficient, that's 3. The value comes out to be approximately 0.8 something, right? 0.8 something. Perfect. Now, which value comes out to be lesser? 10 by 24 or 0.8? This value is lesser. That clearly tells you this N2 is your limiting region. If N2 is the limiting region, my dear people, it would have got completely consumed in the reaction. There'll be 0 moles of N2 left once the reaction ends, right? At the end of the reaction, there'll be 0 moles of N2 left in the container. Now, you know, entire product formation is decided by the limiting region. So you can simply say one thing. You can say 1 mole of N2 gives 2 moles of NH3. So 10 by 28 moles are going to give us 2 into 10 by 28 moles of NH3, right? So these are 20 by 28. 20 divided by 28, or you can say 10 by 14, or you can say 5 by 7. So these are basically the moles of NH3 which would have got formed at the end of the reaction, right? So the question is done and dusted. The question is done and dusted, my dear people, right? Yes. So what is going to be the correct answer of at the end? N2 and 0.71, right? N2 is the limiting reagent and 0.71, these are the moles of NH3 which would have got formed at the end of the reaction. Simple by using the concept of limiting reagent, right? Perfect. Let me guys tell you, the level of your JEE Mains and BITSAT is same, right? It's same, right? So if you have done the JEE mock test, that means you have done the mock test for BITSAT as well. Perfect, because the level is entirely same. All right, moving on to one more. What do you think about this one? Which of the following is correct decreasing order of the acidity? You need to arrange these compounds on the basis of their acidic strength, right? There is a simple concept which you must know. Acidic strength is directly proportional to minus effects. You know it, right? And you know, minus M dominates over minus H and minus H dominates over minus I. This is something which you need to remember. That's all. Now, my dear people, first of all, in all the compounds, you need to look at the reference from which hydrogen is going to leave as H positive. So I have selected my reference. Now this NO2 is present at the meta position, so it's going to operate minus I from here, right? This NO2 is present at the para position, it's going to operate minus M from here, right? This OCH3 is present at the meta position, it's going to operate minus I from here. This OCH3 present at the para position, it's going to operate plus M from here, right? Now, my dear people, you know, minus M dominates over everything in case of acidic strength, right? So B will be maximum acidic. Now, A or C, which one has got minus, which has got more minus I power? NO2 has got more minus I power than that of OCH3. So I'll be giving priority to A, then I'll be giving priority to C, and later on I'll be giving priority to D. So this is basically the acidic strength order which you are supposed to check. It is B, A, C, D, which is option 2, right? Quickly, let me know in the chats if it is super clear to everyone again. Absolutely, guys, all of you are perfectly right. It's option 2, which is the correct answer of this particular question. Moving on to one more. The question from the chapter States of Matter. A very simple and basic question. And I'm sure if you just remember the formula, you guys can easily solve it. Well, my dear people, the question is the temperature at which RMS speed of a gas, RMS speed of the gas becomes double its value at 0 degrees centigrade, right? So I'm assuming at temperature T degree centigrade, the RMS speed of the gas becomes twice the RMS speed of the gas at 0 degrees centigrade, right? Yes, this is the condition that's given to me. At what temperature in degrees centigrade, the RMS speed of the gas becomes double of its RMS speed at 0 degrees centigrade. Now, my dear people, if I ask you, how do we calculate the RMS speed? What is the relation to calculate RMS? There is a simple and basic relation to calculate VRMS, that's under root of 3 RT divided by M, where M stands for the molar mass of the gas, you know it, right? So just put all the parameters into this expression. It's going to be under root of 3R. This is temperature in Kelvin here, right? Temperature in Kelvin divided by molar mass is equal to 2 times under root of, this is 3, this is R. How much is the temperature right here? It is 273 Kelvin, 0 degrees centigrade, divided by M. That is the molar mass, right? So first thing which I'll be doing, I'll be taking square on both the sides. On taking the square on both the sides, this 3R and this 3R and this M gets cancelled. So I must say T will be equal to 4 multiplied by 273. And 4 multiplied by 273 comes out to be 4 3 12, 4 7 28 29, 4 2 8, 8 to 10, 1092 Kelvin. Now you need to convert this temperature into degree centigrade. And you know already the relation, temperature in Kelvin is always equal temperature in degree centigrade plus 273.15. This is something which is very clear. Every one of you will be knowing, right? So I must say temperature in degree centigrade will be equal to this minus this. How much is temperature in Kelvin? That's 1092 minus 273. Just solve this value, get the answer in degree centigrade. That's something which you were supposed to calculate, right? Perfect. So it's going to be option 1 over here, which is going to be the correct answer of this particular equation. So basically, when the temperature of the gas will be 819 degrees centigrade, its RMS will be equal to the 2 times its RMS at 0 degrees centigrade. That's something which you were supposed to calculate as far as the question was concerned. Simple and basic. Alright, I'm moving on to one more. The question is from the chapter Chemical Equilibrium. Let's get to know how to solve this question, and I'm sure you can easily solve this one. Have a look. Well, my dear people, in this reaction, the reaction that's given to us is something like this. N2 plus O2 is in equilibrium with 2 times NO, right? This is the reaction that's given to us. If the initial moles of N2 and O2 are 2 and 1 respectively, so at time t is equal to 0, we are starting with 2 moles of N2 and 1 mole of O2. So this is going to be 0 because the reaction has not started yet. Now, my dear people, find the value of Kc if the moles of O2 at equilibrium is 0.6. So number of moles of O2 at equilibrium is given to us as 0.6, right? So my dear people, I'm assuming at equilibrium, out of 2 moles of N2, there are some X moles of N2 which reacted with O2, right? So I'll be left with 2 minus X moles of N2 at equilibrium. These are the moles of N2 present in the container at equilibrium, right? Now, simple. I can say, since 1 mole of N2 reacts with 1 mole of O2, so X moles of N2 would have reacted with the X moles of O2. So I'll be left with 1 minus X moles of O2 present in the container at equilibrium, right? Now 1 mole of N2 gives 2 moles, so X moles are going to give me 2X moles of NO. So I basically got the number of moles of each reactant and product in the container at equilibrium. Now my dear people, number of moles of O2 present in the container at equilibrium is 0.6. And we know number of moles of O2 is nothing, that's 1 minus X. So 1 minus X is equal to 0.6. So from here, the value of X will be 0.4, right? So since I got the value of X, I will be calculating the total moles present in the container at equilibrium. For N2, how many moles will be there in the container at equilibrium? 2 minus X. 2 minus 0.4 comes out to be 1.6. These are the moles of N2 in the container at equilibrium. 1 minus 0.4, 0.6, right? 2X. 0.8. So I got the moles of each reactant and product at equilibrium, right? So if I divide these moles by the total volume of the system at equilibrium, I'm assuming that as V, I'll be getting the concentration of each reactant and product present in the container at equilibrium. So basically, this is now the concentration of N2 present in the container at equilibrium. This is now the concentration of O2 present in the container at equilibrium. This is the concentration of NO present in the container at equilibrium. Since you got the concentrations of each reactants and products, what I would suggest, just write the expression for Kc. Expression of Kc is going to be simple. It's concentration of NO at equilibrium raised power stoichiometric coefficient 2 divided by concentration of N2 at equilibrium raised power stoichiometric coefficient 1, concentration of O2 at equilibrium raised power stoichiometric coefficient 1. Now Kc will be equal to NO concentration, that is 0.8 divided by V whole square divided by N2 concentration, that is 1.6 divided by V, this is 1.6 divided by V, multiplied by, this is 0.6 divided by V, right? So this V square and this V square gets cancelled out. You just need to do a bit of calculation and get the value of Kc, which you were supposed to calculate as far as the equation was concerned. A very simple and basic thing, right? Perfect, guys. So after solving the equation, the final answer will be 0.67. This is the value of Kc which you were supposed to calculate. Yes, you will be having the JEE advanced sessions as well from next week, right? Or maybe in this week only, let's see. We have planned, me, Shimon sir and Shreyas sir, we have planned some JEE advanced sessions for you all, right? So we'll be coming up with those sessions, in coming days only. Just relax. Okay, KMNO4 reacts in alkaline medium with S2O2 trinegative. What is that? It is not S2O2 trinegative. It is S2O3 dinegative, right? It's S2O3 dinegative. So do remember, when KMNO4 in alkaline medium right? When KMnO4 in alkaline medium reacts with S2O3 dinegative, this KMnO4 converts this S2O3 dinegative into SO4 dinegative, and itself this KMnO4 gets converted simply into MnO4, right? Into MnO4. Perfect, guys? Right? Yes? So that's all. You're done. You're done, right? Sorry, MnO2. I wrote MnO4, right? Just change that. KMnO4 in alkaline medium, it gets converted into MnO2, right? MnO4 does not exist. Anyways, moving on to one more question, and do a correction here. This is not S2O2 trinegative, this is S2O3 dinegative, right? So group 1 element A with maximum hydration enthalpy shows similarity with group 2 element B. A and B respectively are, right? So basically, as far as this particular question is concerned, you have got a group 1 element A, right, with the maximum hydration enthalpy. Which element in group 1 has got the maximum hydration enthalpy? The one which will be having least size, that is going to be lithium, right? Shows similarity with group 2, right? Lithium, this is going to be what? This is going to be beryllium, this is sodium, this is magnesium, right? If you see, this lithium and magnesium, these are diagonally related. If these are diagonally related, they will be absolutely showing the diagonal relationship. That is the reason why they too show similar sort of properties, right? So it's going to be lithium and magnesium which are diagonally related, so they'll be showing the similar sort of properties over here as far as the question is concerned. Simple and basic again. Moving on directly to one more question, guys. The question is from the chapter thermodynamics, right? Let's see what the question says. Again, a similar question, and it has been asked many a times in your JEE examination as well. Let's see what the question says exactly. 1 mole of an ideal gas undergoes a change in state. 2 atm, 3 liters. 2 atm, 7 liters. So basically, the state of the gas is changing. But if you would have noticed one thing, during the change in the state, the pressure of the system, the pressure of the gas is not changing, right? So during the change in the state, the pressure of the gas is remaining constant. And you know, at constant pressure, what is the relation between delta H and delta U? You know, delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. P delta V means P V2 minus V1. This is the relation which we'll be using in this particular question. So delta H we need to calculate is equal to delta U. What is delta U? That is 30 atm liter. That is 30 atm liter. Delta H I'll be calculating in atm liter only, right? Plus P. P value, pressure, that's 2 atm. V2 minus V1. This is V2 final volume, this is V1. So 7 minus 3 comes out to be 4. Now this is atm, this is liter. So this term also comes in atm liter. So the value over here comes out to be simply as 38 atm liter, right? This is the value of delta H. And by chance, if you were supposed to calculate the value of delta H in joules, then do remember 1 atm liter is always equal to 101.3 joules, right? Do use this conversion if you're supposed to calculate the value of delta H in joules. Just multiply this thing with 101.3, you'll be getting the answer in joules. As simple as that, right? Perfect. So let's move on to one more question, my dear people. What is this question all about? It's a very simple question again. The question is 100 ml of 0.1 molar H2SO4 reacted with 50 ml of 0.1 molar NaOH. What is the normality of H2SO4 left in the solution? All right. Let's see how this sort of equation is to be solved. So basically, as far as the question is concerned, H2SO4 is reacting with NaOH. And you know, when acid and base reacts, it leads to the formation of salt and water, right? So it's going to be Na2SO4, and with this you'll be writing water as well. So first of all, this is the reaction which is going to take place here, right? Now, my dear people, the first thing which I would want you guys to do, just try to balance the reaction. This should be 2 times, and this should be 2 times. I think the reaction is balanced, right? Okay. Now, at time t is equal to 0, let's calculate the millimoles of H2SO4 at time t is equal to 0. See, you're given with the molarity of H2SO4 solution, you're given with its volume in ml as well. Just molarity multiplied by volume of solution in ml, it gives you the millimoles of solute. So if I need to calculate the millimoles of H2SO4, molarity multiplied by volume in ml, how much that comes out to be? 10, right? How much that comes out to be? 10. So I have got basically 10 millimoles of H2SO4 present in the container at time t is equal to 0. In the similar way, how many millimoles of NaOH will be there in the container? Its molarity multiplied by its volume, that's 5. So 5 millimoles of NaOH present in the container at time t is equal to 0. Since the reaction has not started yet, so this is going to be 0, this is going to be 0. Now, my dear people, use the concept of limiting reagent and identify which one is the limiting reagent among the two. 10 divided by 1 comes out to be 10. 5 divided by 2 comes out to be 2.5. So NaOH is the limiting reagent here. If NaOH is the limiting reagent, it would have got completely consumed in the reaction, and finally you will find some 0 millimoles of NaOH in the container. So finally, when the reaction stops, if I ask you how many millimoles of H2SO4 will be still left in the container. See guys, 2 moles of NaOH react with 1 mole of H2SO4. So 1 mole of NaOH reacts with 1 by 2 moles of H2SO4. 5 moles of NaOH reacts with 1 by 2 into 5, 2.5 moles of H2SO4. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. I'm saying something like this. I'm using the stoichiometry since limiting reagent is going to decide how much excess reagent has reacted. So let's get to know. 2 moles of NaOH. I'm writing it for you. 2 moles of NaOH, right, reacts with 1 mole of H2SO4. As simple as that. So 1 mole of NaOH reacts with 1 by 2 moles of H2SO4, right? So 5 millimoles of NaOH will be reacting with 1 by 2 multiplied by 5. The value comes out to be 2.5 millimoles of H2SO4. So basically, out of 10 millimoles of H2SO4, there are 2.5 millimoles of H2SO4 which have reacted. So I'll be still left with some 7.5 millimoles of H2SO4. So I got to know first of all the millimoles of H2SO4 which will be present in the container at the end of the reaction, right? What do I need to calculate? Normality of H2SO4 left in the solution, right? Normality is equal to, I'll say it's going to be number of gram equivalents of H2SO4 divided by volume of solution in milliliters, right? Divided by, volume of solution in liters. Volume of solution in liters. This is one of the results which you can use. Number of gram equivalents of H2SO4 present in the final solution divided by volume of solution in liters. Or you can say it is number of milli equivalents of H2SO4 in the solution divided by total volume of the solution in milliliters, right? Now, since I know the millimoles of H2SO4, in this reaction the N factor of H2SO4 is 2, right? The N factor of H2SO4 is 2. So if I multiply these millimoles by the N factor, I'll be getting the milli equivalents of H2SO4 left in the container at the end. So 7.5 multiplied by 2 comes out to be 15. So these are basically the milli equivalents of H2SO4 which are left in the container at the end, right? By just multiplying the millimoles of H2SO4 left with its N factor, right? Volume of solution in ml, 100 plus 50 comes out to be 150. Just solve this term and get the get the normality of H2SO4 in the resulting solution, right? So 15 divided by 150, how much that comes out to be? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is going to be 0.1, right? So 0.1 is going to be the normality of H2SO4 in the resulting solution. Perfect guys, I hope you got how I solved this. I first of all checked how many millimoles of H2SO4 will be left in the container. Then multiplied these left out millimoles of H2SO4 by its N factor. So I got the milli equivalents of H2SO4 left. Then divide the milli equivalents of H2SO4 by the total volume of the solution in ml. You'll be getting the normality of the resulting solution which we were supposed to calculate, right? Okay, one memory based question. Which oxo acid has maximum oxygen atoms? Hypophosphorus, orthophosphoric, pyrophosphoric, orthophosphorus. Which one is it going to be? It's going to be pyrophosphoric acid, right? Pyrophosphoric, 7 oxygen atoms will be there, right people? In case of pyrophosphoric acid, this is H4P2O7. So please and please do remember what are the formulas, right? What are the molecular formulas of these particular species which are given to us? Do remember their names as well as formulas. Anything can be asked out of them, right? For example, oxidation state of phosphorus, how many PO bonds, how many POH bonds, how many PP bonds, anything can be asked, right? If you just remember the structure, that's all. Yeah? Perfect. So quickly, let me move on to one more. The energy of electron in 2s orbital of He positive is more than that of Li di positive. Very simple statement. Well, my dear people, you know, energy of the electron in the nth Bohr's orbit, you know, it's minus 13.6 Z square divided by N square electron volts, right? This is something every one of you would be knowing, right? Now, my dear people, can I say energy of the electron in the nth Bohr's orbit, right? It depends on Z. It depends on Z, right? Now we have got two cases. The first case is your 2s of He positive, and then you have got 2s of Li di positive. 2s of Li di positive. See, n value in both the species is same. Z value over here is 2 and Z value atomic number over here is 3. Can I say more the value of Z, lesser is going to be the energy? Right? More the value of Z, lesser is going to be the energy because the sign over here is minus. As simple as that. Yes? Done and dusted. So what is going to be the correct answer? The question says the energy of electron in 2s of He positive is more than that of Li di positive. Absolutely clear. Right? More the value of Z, less is going to be the energy. Statement second, the energy of the electron in an orbit decreases with the increase in atomic number. Absolutely. 1 is correct, 2 is correct, and 2 is the correct explanation of first. Right? And 2 is the correct explanation of first. So it's option 1, which is going to be the correct answer. If you just remember the relation, you can easily solve this one. Right? As simple as that. So people are moving on to one more. All right. Just match column 1 with column 2. Which of the following is Hinsberg reagent, right? Can give carbolamine reaction, can give Hoffman bromide degradation. This is something which is going to give you the Hoffman bromide degradation. This is the primary amine, it's going to give the carbolamine test, right? And that's all, right? 1 with P, 2 with R, and 3 with Q. Yes, so select your options, people. 1 with P, 2 with R, and 3 with Q. So it's option 2 which is the correct answer of this particular question. Simple and basic, right? Perfect. Primary amines, they give the carbolamine test, right, in which isocyanide is the product. And at the same time, the other two you already knew. Okay, find out the number of species having similar bond order. Well, people, there is something which you need to know. And I'm sure you already must be doing that. Whenever you see a 14 electron species, do remember its bond order 3. 15 electron species will be always having the bond order of 2.5. 16 electron species will be having the bond order of 2. 17 electron species will be having the bond order of 1.5. 18 electron species will be having the bond order of 1. In the similar way, if I ask you 13 electron species, 2.5. 12 electron species, it will be having the bond order of 2. 11 electron species, it will be having bond order of 1.5. And 10 electron species, it will be having the bond order of 1. Just do remember in this way, right? Now you have got Cn negative. Carbon has got some 6 electrons, nitrogen has got some 7 electrons, and there is a negative charge, so add this up. 7 plus 1, 8, 8, 6, 14, right? So basically, your Cn negative, it's a 14 electron species. O2 dinegative, 8, 8, 16 to 18, so it is a 18 electron species. O2 dinegative is 18 electron species, right? Then you have got O2 negative, it's a 17 electron species. O2 negative. O2 positive, 8, 8, 16, 16 minus 2, 14 electron species. So this is O2 positive as well. O2 di positive as well, right? NO, 8 plus 7, 15 electron species, right? So this is your NO. So how many species are there which will be having same bond order? Do remember isoelectronic species, the ones which have got same number of electrons, they'll be always having the same bond order. Now, which are isoelectronic? It's O2 positive and Cn negative, which are isoelectronic, which contain the same number of electrons. And do remember, isoelectronic species are the ones basically which have got same bond order. So what is going to be the correct answer of this particular question? It's going to be 2, right? So there are 2 species basically which have got same bond order because they are isoelectronic. All right, even this question was asked in few days back only in JEE as well, right? What is the question all about? The question is, which of the following is not an aromatic compound? Look at the first one, my dear people. There are 2 pi electrons involved in the complete cyclic conjugation, right? So it's going to be aromatic, it's following the Huckel's rule, right? And it's planar, cyclic, everything is there. At the same time, 2, 4, 6, right? So 6 pi electrons are involved in the complete cyclic conjugation. Again, it's aromatic. Rest all the things are already checked. I mean, it's cyclic, it's planar at the same time, right? Even this one, my dear people, aromatic plus aromatic makes it aromatic only, right? This is aromatic. Even this is aromatic. So aromatic plus aromatic makes it aromatic. It makes the overall molecule as aromatic, right? So only option is option 4, which is going to be the correct answer of the question, right? Perfect, my dear people. All right, which of the following are isoelectronic? This is something which you should know now how to solve, right? Isoelectronic set of species are the ones which have got same number of electrons. See, carbon, it has got 6 electrons. 3 hydrogens will have 3 electrons. There is a positive charge, subtract that one. So 8 electron species. This is 8 electron species. NH2 negative, 7 plus 2 plus 1, 10 electron species. 7 plus 4 minus 1, 10 electron species. 7 plus 3, 10 electron species. So basically these 3, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, they are isoelectronic species, right? Simple and basic again. All right, the compound, okay, in the compound, the most acidic hydrogen atom will be. Which of the hydrogen atom is going to be most acidic? Which of the following hydrogen is going to be most acidic? What is most acidic hydrogen? That hydrogen which after leaving as H positive gives away the most stable conjugate base, right? Right? That hydrogen which after leaving in the form of H positive gives away the most stable conjugate base, that is considered to be most acidic hydrogen. Now my dear people, if you look at this particular hydrogen, it is attached to what? sp hybridized carbon, right? It's attached to sp hybridized carbon, and you know sp hybridized carbon, it has got more electronegativity as compared to sp2 and sp3, right? So when this hydrogen leaves as H positive, there will be negative charge on sp hybridized carbon, and more electronegative element sustains the negative charge, right? Negative charge is more stable on more electronegative element. So this is the hydrogen which is going to be the most acidic among all, because when this hydrogen leaves as H positive, it gives away the conjugate base which is stabilized by this more electronegative sp hybridized carbon. That's all, right? So what is the answer going to be? It's going to be C, right? It's going to be C. Perfect. So moving on to one more, my dear people. In this reaction, the end product P is, what is going to be the end product here? See, first of all, you have got CH3, CH2, Cl. You are making it react with KCN. What is going to happen? Just replace this chlorine and put CN. That's all. So what is going to be of A over here? It's going to be CH3, this is CH2, and this is going to be Cn. Now this Cn, in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, right, it will undergo reduction. So what is going to be the final product? The final product is going to be CH3, CH2. Just give 2 hydrogens to this and 2 hydrogens to this. That's all, right? So this is CH2, even this is NH2. So this is the final product which you'll be getting, right? So amine you are getting at the end. So what is the correct answer? It's supposed to be option 4, which will be the correct answer of this particular question. Again, a simple and basic question, my dear people, right? So first, you made this alkyl halide to react with KCN. You got this compound, and on reaction with the lithium aluminum hydride, right, when this compound undergoes reduction, this is the final product, this is the primary amine which you get at the end of the reaction, which I was supposed to check, right? Perfect. So option D is the one which is correct. All right, which of the following reactions is an example of calcination process? Well, as far as I can see the options, it's magnesium carbonate, right? Option D. This is undergoing decomposition, getting converted into MgO plus carbon dioxide. This is the example. Option 4, this is the example of calcination process. And if you do not know what the calcination is all about, calcination, you can see it over here. It is a conversion of carbonate ore into its oxide by heating in absence of air, right? Conversion of carbonate ore, right, into its oxide by heating in absence of air, right? There's only one reaction which shows such a process. Yes? Okay, which of the following is the diamagnetic complex? We need to check which of the following is the diamagnetic complex. So first thing, my dear people, let's start with the first option. Well, I think first one is the answer. See, this cobalt right here is in di-positive state. First of all, if I ask you what is the outermost configuration of cobalt, iron cobalt, 3d7 4s2. It is 3d7 4s2, right? Right, people, it is 3d7 4s2. Which of the following is the diamagnetic complex, right? So we need to check one by one. 3d7 4s2. Since this is di-positive, so take 2 electrons out. When you take 2 electrons out, no, it's not going to be diamagnetic. It's going to be paramagnetic only, right? Either this should be tri-positive. Okay, first we'll check for di-positive, then we'll check for tri-positive as well, right? Which of the following is a diamagnetic complex? Fe, 3d6 4s2. No, this is not going to be the one. This is copper di-positive. This is not going to be the one. Nickel di-positive. This is not going to be the one. So guys, you need to change the option. This is basically 3 positive here. This is 3 positive, okay? It is 3 positive. Now see, since it's cobalt 3 positive, so take 3 electrons out, 2 from here and 1 from here. It's going to be 3d6 4s0, right? It's 3d6 4s0. Now look at the ligand. It's a strong field ligand, and you know strong field ligand, it causes the pairing of electrons. So all these 6 electrons will be getting paired over here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Perfect. So this is 4s, this will be 4p, and that will be 4d as well, containing 0 0 electrons. So what is the coordination number in this particular case? It's 6. If the coordination number is 6 over here, right? So this central metal ion, this cobalt tri-positive, it has to arrange some 6 vacant orbitals for hybridization. So the hybridization over here is going to be D2sp3, right? Is there any unpaired electron? There is no unpaired electron, so it's absolutely going to be diamagnetic, right? So change the options, my dear people, it is tri-positive over here, right? Yes, as simple as that. Yes, you can see the option here. You can see the solution. It's tri-positive, so change it. It's not di-positive, it's tri-positive. All right, one more question. The strongest oxidizing agent among all. Now, my dear people, what is an oxidizing agent first of all? Well, you know, oxidizing agent is the one which oxidizes others but itself undergoes reduction. Itself undergoes reduction. Well, do remember that species which will be having maximum standard reduction potential will undergo reduction easily, will be the better oxidizing agent. That's all, right? That species which will be having maximum SRP standard reduction potential will undergo reduction easily, will be the better oxidizing agent. Now, first of all, everywhere standard reduction potentials are given to us. Now, you need to identify where is the standard reduction potential value maximum. It's option 2, where the standard reduction potential value is maximum. And wherever standard reduction potential is maximum, there only reduction occurs, and that's going to be the better oxidizing agent. So, it's going to be S2O8 dinegative, which is going to be the better oxidizing agent over here, right? Yes? Yes, Twinkle, I will be there. I'll be there. Yesterday I was not well, so I could not join that session, right? That combined session wherein all the teachers of Enlite channel were there, right? I will be there in the NEET 2023 course, relax, right? It's just I was not well, so I could not join that. All right, one more question. Which of the following shows an increase in entropy? Entropy. Increase in entropy, boiling of water. So you're converting H2O liquid, you're converting H2O liquid into H2O gas, right? So what is happening basically? Liquid is getting converted into gas, right? So if liquid is getting converted into gas, what is going to happen to the disorder? I'll say disorder will be getting increased, right? Increase in disorder. Increase in disorder means increase in entropy. Increase in entropy means increase in the unavailable energy present in the system. So in option 1, I must say the entropy increases. Melting of ice. Melting of ice. Solid getting converted into liquid, right? Again, the disorder increases. Disorder increase means entropy increases, right? Freezing of water, no way, right? Formation of hydrogen gas from water. H2O liquid gives H2 gas plus O2 gas, right? So from liquid to gas, disorder will be getting increased, right? If disorder is increasing, entropy is increasing. So 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4, right? These are the ones where the entropy increases. I hope it's clear. Yeah? Perfect. All right, which of the following elements mostly shows covalent compound? It's going to be lithium, right? It's a memory-based one. For the reaction, N2O4 gas gives 2 times NO gas, right? We need to see the relation between delta H and delta U. First of all, for this particular reaction, I'll be getting the value of delta Ng. And you know, delta Ng is nothing, that's number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. The value comes out to be 1. And you know the relation between delta H and delta E. I'll say delta H is equal to delta U or delta E, right? Plus delta NgRT, right? So you can say delta H is equal to delta E plus this is RT. So I can say delta H is greater than delta E by how much amount? By this much of amount, right? Delta H is greater than delta E, or you can say delta E is less than delta H, right? So it's option A, which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question. Very simple and basic. You just need to calculate delta Ng for the reaction, use it in the particular reaction and solve it. That's all. Okay, BF3 is an acid. It's a Lewis acid, right? Because it accepts a pair of electrons. Perfect, right? It's a very simple one. No need to do this one. All right, we are given the graph, and the graph is between log K versus 1 by T. So we need to identify which one is correct. So my dear people, if you remember, we have got the Arrhenius equation as K is equal to A e raised power minus A by RT. This is something which every one of you would be knowing. So if I multiply this equation with ln, it's going to be ln of K is equal to ln of A minus EA divided by R multiplied by 1 by T. I can write it like this. Perfect. So I can convert this into logarithmic form as well. It's log of K is equal to log of A minus EA divided by 2.303 R. And it's going to be 1 by T. Now you need to plot a curve between log K versus 1 by T. Since log K you're plotting along y-axis and this 1 by t you're plotting along x-axis, right? So this overall becomes your m, sine over here is minus, and this is c. Y is equal to minus mx plus c. Y is equal to minus mx plus c. So it's option 2, which is the correct answer of this particular equation, right? So what is going to be the slope of this curve? The slope of this particular curve is basically minus EA divided by 2.303r, right? Slope of this particular curve is equal to minus EA divided by 2.303r. And if I ask you, what about this intercept? Intercept over here is simply going to be log of A. That's all, right? Perfect. Let's see if we have more questions. All right, guys, there are a lot of mistakes in the slides. This is not like this. It is basically the hybridization of iron in, it is K3 FeCN6. This is the complex. Just erase this. This is the complex that's given to us. And we need to check the hybridization of iron over here. So first of all, if I ask you what about the oxidation state of this particular iron, it will be in +3 oxidation state, right? Now, my dear people, if I write the outermost configuration of iron, which is 3d6 4s2, 3d6 4s2, right? Outermost configuration of iron, but iron right here is in +3 oxidation state, so take 3 electrons out, it becomes 3d5 4s0, and it's 4p0 as well as 4d0. Now this cyanide, what is it? Is it a weak field ligand or strong field ligand? It is a strong field ligand. If it is a strong field ligand, it is going to cause a pairing of electrons. And after the pairing of electrons, what is going to be the configuration? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 4 is containing 0, this is 4p containing 0, and 4d containing 0 as well, right? So what is the coordination number over here? Check it out. It's 6. So this central matter line, it has to arrange some 6 vacant orbitals for hybridization, and it's going to be d2sp3, right? So hybridization is d2sp3. There is one unpaired electron as well. So that makes the species paramagnetic, right? And at the same time, if you want to calculate the magnetic moment, you can calculate that too, under root of n into n plus 2, Bohr magnetron. This formula gives you the magnetic moment. In this formula, this n represents the number of unpaired electrons. Since unpaired electron is 1, so 1 into 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, 3, root of 3 is 1.73. So 1.73 Bohr magnetron is going to be the magnetic moment as well, okay? Perfect. So my dear people, this was the last question of the session, right? Let me check if Shimon sir is ready with the maths discussion. I'll just ask you once, just be like this. And after Shimon sir, you'll be having the physics discussion as well. Yeah? Just a second. Just a second, people. Yes, he's ready. He'll be just starting in 1 minute, okay? He'll be just starting in 1 minute. All right, so people, when is your examination, by the way? Can you let me know in the chats? When are you writing it exactly? When are you writing it? When is your BITSAT examination? Can you quickly let me know? It's tomorrow, I guess, right? 3rd. Was it on 3rd or 7th? 3rd, right? All right, so I wish you all the luck then. Perfect. Yes, it is one of the best private colleges, right? Yes, it's a very good college, guys. So wishing you all the luck. Do well. Okay, so I'm passing the stage to Shimon sir, so he'll be joining in, right? He'll be doing the maths discussion, and then Shreya sir will be there. And do let me know after once your exam is over, right? Do let me know in the comment section, or you can ping me here on my personal Instagram, like how the paper exactly was, right? Or you can let me know the memory-based questions in the BITSAT examination, so that we might come up with the paper discussion as well, right? Okay, so take care, guys. God bless you all. Love you all. Wishing you all the luck. Bye-bye.
Hello, a very warm welcome to all my lovely boys and girls. Welcome people, good evening. Hi Ashwin, Twinkle, welcome Techno Gear, Madhuri, Rockstar, Shreyas, Amog. Of course Amog, it is going to be mathematics paper discussion right now. And after math, you will have physics. So please wait and listen to all the questions that you have in math and physics. Maybe that will help you in the exam tomorrow. So shall we begin? Are you all ready? Welcome people. So nice to see everybody right on time. Fantastic. So let's continue without any further delay. For those who are new to this channel, welcome people. We are so glad to have you here. And my name is Shimon Joseph and I teach mathematics in Vedantu for all the engineering aspirants. So if you are in 11th or 12th, then you are at the right place, because in this channel we help you for JEE as well as NEET. So make sure you subscribe, share it to your friends and spread the word. Okay? So shall we begin? Fantastic people, let's go. So this is your BITSAT mega mock test which is going on. You saw the chemistry discussion with Wasim sir. Now it's time for mathematics with Shimon sir. So in case you guys want to be my friend, if you want to know me better or know what I do apart from teaching, then definitely you can follow me on Instagram. That's my Instagram ID. And talking about my background, I was also like you guys a few years back. I did write JEE mains. I cleared it as a state topper in Tamil Nadu. And then I got into IIT Madras. So I did my graduation there. And then I became a teacher because I love teaching and I love to help people like you, students like you from all over the country. So shall we begin? Fantastic. So people, make sure you smash the like button. Many of you are watching the video live, but the likes are very bad. What is this, people? Okay, so make sure you smash that like button, because we teachers, for us, that is our motivation that keeps us going. So do leave a comment, make sure you subscribe and also leave a like. Now, moving on to the first question of the day. Everybody please try to solve it. Today I have brought all the brilliant questions for you, because tomorrow I think some of you are having the exam and I really want you all to do well. You have to be ready for it, right? So let's look at some quality questions. Let's do this together quickly, okay? Tejavardhan, please do wait for it, Tejavardhan. I will have to plan it out and I will let you know, okay? Twinkle, thank you so much. Shruti, I am doing fabulous, Shruti. Thank you for asking. Kanta Rao, welcome, man. 58 students watching constantly. That's great, man. I think only 58 students are serious about BITSAT tomorrow. What are the others doing? Everybody gave up, huh? Because so many exams are over. Now people have no mood to study, I think. They're all acting as though they are in college only. Already people are acting as though they are in college. Crazy. Good. Okay. Hemendra, very good, man. Let's check it. I think you are right. So Ashwin says option B. Guys, where is 2 in the question? It's option B. Come on. Say A, B, C, D. Okay, don't say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Rupali, what is the right answer? Please tell me. Priya says option D. Very good. And Johnny is asking, sir, is it very necessary to follow Tattva? Yes, my dear. If you are aiming for a good rank, then please use Tattva to the fullest. Okay, because Tattva is the study material of Vedantu and it is used by the toppers of exams like NEET and JEE. So don't take Tattva lightly. Please use it to the fullest. So Tattva books is provided to students who join Vedantu. So you see here, I have some samples. So this is Tattva for mathematics. So if you join Vedantu for a long-term course, let's say a 1-year course or 2 years course, live course, then you will get the study material couriered to your house. And guys, this is the best in the country. This is what all the teachers in Vedantu recommend. So if you are a student of Vedantu, please use it. Don't let go of it. It's really good, guys. Okay, it is really good. You open it and see, you will know what is the level of questions. Okay, So what is the answer? Everybody says B, but I'm not sure. Let's check it. So first of all, guys, I will take f of x as y, okay? So I'll have e to the power x plus e to the power y is equal to e. Correct now? E to the power x plus e to the power y is equal to e. Are you all happy with it? So now I'm going to write e to the power x is equal to e minus e to the power y. Is that correct? Now take log on both sides. If I take log on both sides, I will get x is equal to log of e minus e to the power y. Now we know x belongs to real numbers, correct? X should be a real number. So for x to be a real number, log should be defined. So for log to be defined, e minus e to the power y should be greater than 0. So that means e to the power 1 should be greater than e to the power y. That means y should be less than 1. So if y is less than 1, then the range is nothing but y. Correct na? Range is nothing but y. So range should be less than 1. If it is less than 1, then this is the range. I hope you liked it. Epic, epic, epic way of solving. Are you all clear? Did you all like it? Come on people, please let me know in the chat. I want your participation. I want all of you all to be involved and also calculate your score, okay? So that at the end of the class, I can ask you how much you scored, how many you have got right out of all the questions that I have brought for you. Okay, so shall we proceed? Yup. When is the mock test for English and LR? Ronit, we already did 2 sessions on English and LR on Sunday as well as on Monday. Sunday I took the session and Monday Shreyas sir had taken it. Please go check it out. I think that should be more than enough. But in case you need more help, let us know in the comments of those videos. We will make one for you. Okay? Did you all like it? So shall I move forward? Very good. Very good. Amazing people. So this was a very good question based on application of derivatives and your domain and range of functions. Okay. So this is a very conceptual question. I'm pretty sure all of you would have got it right. So with that, let me move forward to the next question. So the next question for all of you is right on your screen. Come on people, let's all try to solve it together. Very good Ashwin, fantastic. King for entertainment, welcome man, vanakkam. What is the plan for tomorrow regarding BITSAT? So guys, BITSAT, we will help you with mock test and with English and LR, okay, not more than that. We will not be discussing the papers, so please wait until your results are out. There will not be any paper discussion for BITSAT. We do that only for JEE mains, and that too because a large volume of students write it and we get the memory based questions very fast. That is the reason why we discuss JEE mains and NEET. Okay, perfect, perfect. So people, shall we discuss this? Cutoff for Pilani. Guys, I think the exam is out of 390. Pilani should be more than 350 guys. Pilani CAC is quite difficult to get. So try your best, but aim higher. Okay, aim for almost full marks. Only then you might get into Pilani CAC because it's very competitive guys. That's the truth. Okay, maybe Hyderabad might be a bit easier. Maybe 340, 330 will give you Hyderabad. But Pilani, I think about 350 only. Okay, so people, shall we get started? Let's do this. What is the answer? Everybody says A, Revadi Sai Charan. No, Sai Charan, it is not C. The correct answer is Arjit Bharadwaj. Very good, Arjit. You are absolutely right. What about others? What about others? Vansh Grover is also right. Madhuri is also right. Then we have right answers from. Great, great, great. Definitely gang leader Nikash. I will try to do that, man. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's try to solve it. So why is it option A which is the right answer? So first of all, what is f of x? F of x is A into wherever x comes, I have to put f of x. Wherever x comes, I have to put f of x. That's only f of x, right? So A into ax plus b by cx plus d, correct? Plus b divided by c, x will be ax plus b by cx plus d plus d. So now you can simplify it and you can get it. So this f of x is equal to x. F of x is equal to x. Now simplify it. So when I simplify it, what will I get? I'll get a square x plus ab, correct? Plus bcx plus I'll have bd divided by I'll have acx plus bc plus dcx plus d square. Is that correct? So now that is equal to x. Now cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, what will I get? My dear boys and girls, everybody, please check it out. So I'll have a square x plus bcx. So a square plus bcx I have. A square plus bc times of x plus ab plus bd is equal to x into this. So x into ac plus dc. So ac plus dc into x square plus I'll have bc plus d square x. bc plus d square times of x. Now we can bring everything to one side. So if I bring everything to one side, I can simplify it and I can solve it. It's a very simple question. The only thing is you need to be systematic. If you make a mistake somewhere, you're gonna land up in an error. Okay. So I will bring everything to one side. So I'll have x square into this c is common. So I'll have c into a plus d. Then plus x into what will I have? bc plus d square, bc plus a square. So bc will get cancelled. So I'll have d square minus a square. Plus the constant term is what? ab plus bd. If it comes to the other side, I'll take minus b common. I'll have a plus d. That is equal to 0. So you see a plus d is common to all of them. A plus d is common to all of them. So if a plus d is common to all of them, I can take a plus d out, and because of that only they are becoming 0. So a is equal to minus d, which is option A. That is how you do it. Did you all like it? Was it awesome? Yep. So shall I move forward, people? Try to be quick. Everybody, please let me know soon. Gang leader, Shruti, very good Shruti, that's absolutely right. Is it option A? Did everybody get it? Did you all figure out why D should be equal to minus A? Archit, very good. Yes, Madhav, you are absolutely right. Or you can say right hand side is 0, na? So everything coefficient should be 0. Like that also you can do. Okay, guys, it's a very nice question. I hope you're all following. Please be attentive. Okay, so yeah, with that, let's move forward to the next question. So this is the next one, a pretty common question. I'm sure most of you should be able to get this in a jiffy. So please solve it. Try to be fast. Rishita, I am not very sure about it. Rishita, can you please message me on Telegram? You can message me on Telegram. I will try to help you out because I have to read about it. Okay. How did my birthday end? King for entertainment. I had class, man. I had class till midnight. Till 11, till 10, we had classes. So, of course, that was the party I had. But yeah, I had lots of wishes from students. So, that was awesome. Thank you so much for that, people. Great. Ashwin, are you done? What is the answer? Guys, this is a pretty common question in inverse trigonometric functions. So, yeah, please try to solve it. Try to use the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. That's going to help you a lot in simplifying this. Vansh, no man, that's not the answer. Santosh Reddy, welcome man, nice to have you here. Sridhar, no, that is not the answer. Sai Charan, I don't think so. Arjit Bharadwaj, no man, I don't think so. Check it, check it, check it. Be quick guys, come on. Everybody, what is the answer? The range, exactly. I want the range of sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x plus tan inverse of x. Guys, this is a very interesting question. Nobody has got it right until now. Nobody. 0. 0 is the number of right answers. So yeah, Ronit Kumar is right. The answer is, surprisingly, none of these for this question. Sir, what sir? Very bad. Why did you say none of these, sir? Can anybody tell me what's the right answer? All those who are saying option D now. Now everybody will tell option D. But what is the right answer? Can you guys tell me? Can you tell me what is the value of small k? Can you tell me what is the value of capital K? What is the range exactly? 0 to 2 pi? No. 0 to pi? No. That's wrong. Nobody. Come on, people. You're writing BITSAT tomorrow. Are you kidding me? Come on. Try to get it right. Archit, no man. It's not option C. Guys, the answer is Sridhar is correct. Very good, Sridhar, because you have nailed it. Okay, Sridhar, pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4 is absolutely correct. Very good job. Well done. Okay, so I'll teach you guys how to solve it. So let's look at it in detail. Okay, so guys, you have f of x is sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x plus tan inverse of x. Is that right? Yeah, you guys got it? Perfect. So now sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is pi by 2, because we all know that it's a property very heavily used in ITF. So these two will combine to give pi by 2. So your f of x will become pi by 2 plus tan inverse of x. That's it. That's my answer. But wait a minute. This and this will be pi by 2 only when x belongs to -1 to 1. So the domain of this function is -1 to 1. So tan inverse of x cannot take whatever value you feel like. Tan inverse of x, here x cannot take whatever value you feel like. Sir, domain of tan inverse of x is all real numbers, sir. But you cannot put all real numbers because you are adding functions. When you add three functions, the domain is the common intersection of all their individual domains. So if you take the common intersection of all their individual domains, this will be the common domain. So f of x is pi by 2 plus tan inverse of x. Now if x lies between -1 to 1, then tan inverse of x will lie between minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Tan inverse of x will lie between minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Correct? So the lowest value will be minus pi by 4. Highest value will be pi by 4. So if I put minus pi by 4, f of x minimum value will be pi by 2 minus pi by 4, which is pi by 4. And f of x maximum value will be when tan inverse of x is pi by 4. So pi by 2 plus pi by 4 will be 3 pi by 4. Are you all happy with it? Did you all get it? Everybody? Are you all happy? Everybody, please let me know. Quick. So people, did you all understand it? Was it too difficult? It was a nice question, right? Please go through it. I will give you probably 30 to 40 seconds. And once you guys are all cool with it, you guys have digested this, then we can march on to the next one. Okay, we have plenty of questions to discuss, people. I want you all to be faster. Okay, I want you all to be faster so that we can cover more ground. Fantastic. Very good, Ashwin, Shruti, Santosh, doubtful Santosh. But yeah, 300 plus is a good score. It's a very good score. Okay, so with that, people, let's move forward to the next question. Okay, so the next question is over here. Everybody, please try to solve it, guys. This is a dabba question. It's a very simple question. Everybody, please try to solve it and try to be fast. Okay, domain was the game here. Absolutely Shubh. So answer for this question is A equal to B. Guys, this is a very simple question. Okay, it's just reading it carefully. So what did they say? A and B are two sets such that A intersection X is equal to B intersection X is equal to null set. That means A and X have nothing in common. And similarly, your B and X also have nothing in common. Got it? So that's the first piece of information. And then we have A union X is equal to B union X. Got it? For the same set X. Got it? So A union X and B union X are exactly the same. So this, how can it happen? It can happen only when A and B are equal. Let's check the other options. What if A is equal to X? If A is equal to X, then A intersection X will not be null set. So that is wrong. If B is equal to X, then B intersection X will not be null set. So that is also wrong. If A union B is equal to X, then A intersection A union B cannot be B. Is that right? Because A union B is what? A union B is this one. If A union B is equal to X, then A intersection X will be what? A intersection X will be A only. It cannot be B, right? Are you all able to get that? So that is also wrong. Because A intersection A union B will be this. B intersection A union B will be this black color one. Are they both equal? They both are not equal. Are you able to get that? So therefore, obviously answer is not option D. So the only option left out is option A, where A and B are equal. Got it? Very good. So guys, this was a very basic question. No need to worry about it. Let's move forward to the next one. This is a good one. Everybody try to solve it. Guys, try to be fast. Very good, very good. Shruti, is B the right answer? Check it, check it. There are questions for conic sections also. Yes, Shubh, you have to focus on every unit of mathematics. See, coordinate geometry and calculus are very big chunks. You can get a lot of questions from that. Of course, you have to pay attention. So I would focus a lot on calculus, vectors and 3D because they are scoring subjects. And coordinate geometry, some people like it, then you can target that. If you are somebody who doesn't like it, then focus on algebra instead of coordinate geometry. Okay? Very good. Chaitanya, triangles are very important, man. You can get basic questions from that. Santosh, not really, man. There are many more talented people, but yeah, if you work hard, you can become one. Okay? Ronit, very good Ronit. Sai Charan, Rockstar, Techno. You guys are absolutely awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very well done, people. Akhilendra, you are also correct. It is exactly option A, which is the right answer. So people, you must be knowing cosine rule, right? What is cos A? Cos A is equal to, we'll have B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Is that correct? So cos 60 is half. That is equal to B square, 3 square plus C square minus A square is 16 divided by 2BC is going to be 6C. So if I bring it to this side, I'll get 3C is equal to 9 plus C square minus 16. So I'll get C square minus 3C minus 7 is equal to 0. So that is given by x square minus 3x minus 7 equal to 0. So that quadratic is satisfied by side C. So option A is the right answer. So this question is solved by cosine rule, not Pythagoras theorem. Cosine rule, okay? Are you all happy? Did you all like it? So shall we move forward, everybody? Please let me know in the chat, people, quickly. If you're all happy, if you're all excited, then we shall move forward. Yup. Fantastic. So yeah, with that, people, let's go. Let's proceed to the next one. Quick, 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 quick. These are all laddu questions. You should be already knowing the derivative of these. You should be already knowing the derivative of these functions because they are very important. Okay. Rahul Jain says it is R.D. Sharma question. Fantastic. I am surprised that you are familiar with all the questions, man. Legendary. Sunny, very good. Try it, try it. Tell me what is the answer. Sridhar, you are on fire, man. You are doing great. Absolutely right, Sridhar. King for entertainment. Correct, king for entertainment. You are absolutely correct. Priya, what about you? What is your answer? Very good, very good, very good. Madhuri is also correct. The answer is option B, my dear children. Because decreasing means the derivative of the function should be less than 0. What is the derivative of this function? My dear boys and girls, please make sure you remember the derivative of this. The derivative of this is nothing but x to the power x 1 plus ln x. Okay, it is a important derivative. Please don't forget it. So it is x to the power x 1 plus ln x. Now that should be negative. Okay, guys, I've already told you this. Whenever you have exponential function, these are always positive. They cannot be negative. So x to the power x, a to the power x, e to the power x, anything to the power x, it will always be positive. It cannot be negative. Okay. Now this 1 plus ln x, we want it to be less than 0. That means ln x should be less than 1. That means minus 1, right? Because plus 1, if it goes to the other side, it will become minus 1. That means ln x should be lesser than ln of 1 by e. That means x should be less than 1 by e. That is your answer. So if x is less than 1 by e, then this is your right answer. I hope all of you liked it. Cool? So 0 to 1 by e is your answer, because that is where your function is decreasing basically. Your derivative is negative in this region. Are you all clear? So shall I move forward? Adi Narayanan, of course I remember you, man. You ask whether I remember you every day. So that's how I remember you. Got it? You are a bit late, but you are early to physics. Don't worry. You are half an hour early for physics class. Maths class, you are half an hour late maybe. Okay, Akash Reddy is absolutely right. Very good. Rahul, absolutely correct, Rahul. Adarsh, which class is this? This is for the current students who are writing 2022 exam. The passing out batch. Okay. So yeah, with that, let's move forward to the next question. Very, very interesting question. Come on, people. Everybody try it out and get it right. Joleka, welcome, welcome. I remember you. You told me your name, but your name I have forgotten. But yeah, welcome. Nice to see you here. AI and ML. Shubh Agarwal, AI and ML are very upcoming fields. I think it's good. You can go for it. See, anything related to computer science is safe. Computer science, artificial intelligence, data science, big data, machine learning, deep learning, reinforced learning. So all these are relatively good fields to venture into for the future. So why not? You can go for it, man. Krish Chowdhury, welcome Krish. So nice to have you here. Sai Sharan, are you sure? We will check it, okay? I think you are right. So guys, what is the right answer? Is it B or C? Some of you are saying C. Archit and Gandhi Kumar say C. What about the others? Is that F dash of E? Yes, Ashwin. You have to find out F dash of E. Guys, please don't make a mistake. It is F dash of E. The derivative of F, and then you have to put E inside. Got it? Everybody, are you all done with it? So what is the answer? The answer is option B. Very good. I think you are right. So let's try to solve it. First of all, guys, I will not differentiate directly, because look at this. It's cos inverse of such a complicated expression. So I am not going to do directly. I'm going to simplify it. How am I going to simplify it? I will take log x as t. So if I take log x as t, I'll get f of x simplified as cos inverse of, what will I get? 1 minus t square by 1 plus t square. Now I will write t as tan theta. So it will become 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. Correct, na? So what is cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta is cos 2 theta. Is that correct? That is cos 2 theta. So what is cos inverse of cos 2 theta? Cos inverse of cos 2 theta is 2 theta. So now now you have to bring it back to x because the function is in terms of x, right? So 2 theta is nothing but 2 tan inverse of t. 2 tan inverse of t. What is t? T is log x. So that's it. So the function is nothing but 2 tan inverse of log x. That's it. So simple it became. Now I can differentiate it very easily. So how do I differentiate it? It is nothing but 2 differentiation of tan inverse is 1 by 1 plus x square. So 2 by 1 plus log x whole square into derivative of log x, which is 1 by x. Now substitute e. I have to find f dash of e, right? So put e in the place of x. So 1 plus log e. Log e is 1. So 1 plus 1 square is 2 into 1 by x is nothing but e. So 2 and 2 cancels. 1 by e is my answer. I hope you all liked it. Are you all happy with it? Was it legendary? Did you all enjoy the way I solved it? Please let me know, people. If you're all happy, if you're all clear with it, then we shall march forward to the next one. Everybody ready? Yup. Fantastic, guys. If you're all enjoying this video, then smash that like button and make sure you put a fire in the chat, and then only we are going forward. Come on, guys. Quick, 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 quick. I want you all to be fast. I want you all to be fast. Is ECE good? Of course, Madhuri. Computer science, ECE, electrical engineering, and then mechanical, chemical. These are all good branches. Even biotech is good. But do something which you are passionate about, or else better go for computer science. Okay? Got it? So yeah, with that, let me move forward to the next question. Come on, people. This is Laddu. We already did this question. I already did this question in one of the mock tests. Let me see how many of you remember it. It's actually a piece of cake. Okay? So solve it fast. Come on, people. Ultra legend, welcome. We have a 12th standard student here. Great, great, great. Sai Priya, welcome Sai Priya. Mathematics and computing, Krish, legendary. IIT Delhi has that. IIT Delhi has mathematics and computing. It's a very tough to get branch, but yeah, it is legendary. You can get jobs in Facebook, Google. You can become a data science, data engineer, AI, ML engineer. So yeah, lots of good scope for that branch. Okay, but you have to be very good at math and you have to be very good at statistics. Okay, and of course computer science also. Answer is option D. Very good, Santosh, Shruti, king for entertainment. You guys are all absolutely correct. Very well done, my dear boys and girls. So how do we solve this? Let me explain it. So you have a wire 34 centimeter long, which is formed in the shape of a rectangle. So we are bending the wire like this. Let's say the breadth is y and length is x. So we know the perimeter of the wire is equal to 34. So we know x plus y is equal to 17. Now we want to maximize the area. What is area of rectangle xy? So we want to maximize area subject to this condition. Okay. So guys, we all know that a rectangle of maximum area will always be a square. Okay. So the side length will be equal. X and y will be equal. So if x is equal to y, we know both of them will be equal to 17 by 2. So the area of square will be side square. So side square will be 17 by 2 whole square, which is 289 by 4. So 289 by 4 is 72.25, and that is option D. So this is one way of doing it. When you know the property that a rectangle of maximum area would be a square. If you do not know that property, then you can directly put y in terms of x. So y is nothing but 17 minus x, and then you can differentiate it and you can get the maximum minimum value, and then you can answer it. That is also absolutely fine. Okay. Are you all clear? Everybody? Very good, very good. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely correct. Gang leader Nikash, you can do AM greater than or equal to GM also. Fantastic. Vipul, awesome. Vaibhav, there is a lag, is it? Guys, is the video fine? Are you all able to hear me and see me clearly? Shubh says there's no lag. Okay, I think it's fine. So people, everybody, shall we move forward? Very good, very good, very good. So yeah, with that people, let's go to the next question. This is one dabba question. Like these laddu questions you may get from mathematical induction. So this is from which chapter? This is from the chapter called as mathematical induction. It's a very easy question. I'll give you only 30 seconds. Please try to solve it and try to be fast people. I want you all to be lightning fast. Okay, so go get this. Great, great. So you have been given an inequality and you're asked to find when is your P of n true. Is it true for all n greater than or equal to 1, all n greater than 0, all n less than or equal to 0, all n greater than or equal to 2? So that's your answer. Please try to solve it. I love that chapter. Chaitanya, that's one of the easiest chapters to tackle, man. It has nothing inside it. Mathematical induction is a very laddu easy chapter. Please do not leave it. It's too simple. Okay, you will regret leaving that in the exam. Okay, so what is the answer? Very good people. All of you are right. It is true for n greater than or equal to 2. Because if I put P of 1, P of 1 is what? 4 to the power 1 by 1 plus 1 is less than 2 into 1, 2 factorial by 1 factorial square, which is 1. So I'll get 2 is less than 2. So which is not true. 2 is not less than true. So it is not true. So P of 1 is not true. So n cannot be 1. N cannot be 1. And obviously n cannot be negative. So answer is P of n is true for n greater than or equal to 2. So answer is option D. You can just put the value and check it. You don't even have to know this chapter. Got it? You don't even have to know this chapter. Crazy, right? So yeah, that is how you solve it, my dear boys and girls. With that said, let me move forward to the next question. Everybody, please try it out. Be quick, be quick. The ratio in which the join of these two points is divided by the line, by the plane x plus y minus z equal to half. So let's see how to solve this question. First of all, let's say the plane divides the line joining these two in the ratio k is to 1. Let's say the plane divides the line joining these two in the ratio k is to 1. So the point will be 3k plus 2, 4k plus 1, 3k plus 5 divided by k plus 1. So that will be the point of intersection, correct? Now that point will lie on this plane. That point will lie on this plane. So x plus y minus z will be 4k 3 minus 5 minus 2. So 4k minus 2, correct? So x plus y minus z, 4k minus 2 by k plus 1 is equal to half. So you will get 8k minus 6 is equal to k plus 1. So I'll get 7k is equal to 7. Is that right, people? Did I do it correctly? Please check it. So the ratio in which the line join of these 2 points. So 3k plus 2 by k plus 1 and 4k plus 1 by k plus 1, 3k plus 5 by k plus 1, and it is equal to half, right? So, oh, this is 4. 4 into 2 is 8 and 2 into 2 is 4. So I'll get 7k is equal to 5. So k is equal to 5 by 7. So did I get 5 by 7? Absolutely right. Okay. Very good. You guys are legendary. That is correct. That is correct, people. Everybody who said option B, 5 by 7, you guys are absolutely correct. So shall we move ahead? Very good, very good. Archit, yes Archit, thank you so much. You are absolutely right. Shruti, correct Shruti. Shubh, Krish, very good. Riya Agarwal, Akash Reddy, fantastic. You guys are absolutely right. Karan, BITSAT is the entrance exam for your BITS Pilani, BITS Hyderabad and BITS Goa campus. So BITS is nothing but Birla Institute of Technology and Science. Okay, it's a very good place to study. It is one of the premier institutes of this country. Okay, so yeah, with that said, people, let's move forward to the next question, which is right over here. Another Laddu question from the BITSAT sample paper. Another Laddu question from the BITSAT sample paper. So please try to solve it. Abdul, don't worry, man. Like I said, this is not the end of life. This is just the beginning of your college life, your career. So you still have a long way to go. Don't worry about it. The past cannot be changed. Okay? So rather, plan your future. What do you want to do? Do you want to get into a college and study hard in your college and then do well in life? Or you want to take a drop and then try again to crack these competitive exams? So decide fast, but don't keep worrying or brooding over your past failure, man. Nothing can change, right? So take a day off, think about it and plan your future. That would be a better thing to do. Okay, are these previous year's questions? Vipul, yes Vipul, most of them are previous questions. Some of them are sample paper questions, the BITSAT sample paper for this year. Okay, is it option C? Very good. My dear boys and girls, you all have nailed it. Absolutely correct. So, what is the first line equation? X by A minus Y by B equal to 1. Because x-intercept is A, y-intercept is minus B. What is the second line? The second line is x by B minus y by A equal to 1. So, what is the slope of this line? Slope of the first line is B by A. What is the slope of the second line? Slope of the second line is nothing but A by B. Correct? So now the angle between them, tan theta, is equal to m1 minus m2 by modulus of 1 plus m1 m2. Correct? So that will be equal to B by A minus A by B divided by 1 plus 1. So it's going to be B square minus A square by 2AB, which is equal to tan theta. So theta is tan inverse of this quantity. Tan inverse of this quantity, which is option C. Did you all enjoy it? Are you all happy with it? Yep. So Chaitanya is asking, sir, is a drop useful because the first attempt is going to be in February? A lot can happen in 6 months, man. Okay, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb. 6 months, a lot can happen. You don't have school, you don't have homework, you don't have practicals, lab record, board exam, nothing is there. So you can fully focus on your JEE mains, on your NEET, if you're a dropper, and you can crack it. That's what many students in India are doing. Okay. So yeah, if you're all clear, shall I move forward? Very good, people. You guys have absolutely killed it. Let's move to the next one. This is another epic question. Everybody try to solve it. And guys, try to be faster, okay? I want you all to be very fast. Shreyas sir is waiting with this physics discussion. I'm sure by 7 o'clock he will be starting off. So please try to be quick, guys, so that we can finish it off by 7. Techno Gear says option C. Are you sure? I don't think so. I don't think it is a straight line. Check it, check it. See, we are using section formula over here. Okay, so you have 2 points. What are those 2 points? Those 2 points are 5, 0 and you have 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta. Is that right? So now you are having a point which divides them in the ratio 2:3. So the point P is going to be what? The point P is going to be 20 cos theta plus 15 divided by 5, 20 sin theta plus 0 divided by 5. Are you all able to get it? So that is equal to P. P is your locus, H comma K. Got it? So 20 by 5 is 4 and 15 by 5 is 3. Then 20 by 5 is 4. So I will have cos theta is equal to H minus 3 by 4. Correct? So 5 I cancel. So 3 is remaining. H minus 3 by 4 is cos theta. And sin theta is what? Sin theta is just K by 4. Sin theta is just K by 4. Okay? Because H is equal to 4 cos theta plus 3. H is equal to 4 cos theta plus 3. And K is equal to 4 sin theta. So from there I got what is cos theta, what is sin theta. Now square and add them up. Because cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So when I square and add them up, I will get H minus 3 whole square by 4 square plus sin square theta is K square by 4 square equal to 1. So I'll get H minus 3 whole square plus K square is equal to 16. Now I got an equation. Change H back to X and K back to Y. So that is your answer. So it is a circle with center at 3, 0 and radius as 4. That's your answer. It is an equation of circle with the center at 3, 0 and radius as 4. That is how we do it. I hope all of you liked it. It is option B, circle, which is the right answer. Did you all enjoy it? My dear boys and girls, everybody, please let me know in the chat, people. Come on. I want all of you to respond. Try to be faster. Very good. You guys are legendary. Next question, another easy question. Laddu. And can you believe it? This was asked in BITSAT 2016. So such kind of easy questions also pop up once in a while. You have to grab. You have to pounce on them. Got it? Ashwin, I hope you got it now. See, the whole point of locus is to get rid of the parameter, Ashwin. So here in our question, theta was the parameter. So I got rid of theta by using the identity cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So use the identity to get rid of your parameter. That is how you think in locus questions, Ashwin. Okay? Why did we equate with h comma k? Because Archit, whenever you have a locus question, the point whose locus you are finding, you have to take it as h comma k. And you need to get an equation in terms of h comma k. For that, I equated to them. Got it? Perfect. What is the answer? Yes, people. The answer is going to be under 0. 0 is the right answer for this question. All those who answered 0, you guys are right. Absolutely correct. Okay. Absolutely correct. Because what does arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is the sum of all of them divided by number of observations, that is equal to m. So now if I multiply that, I'll get a plus b plus c plus d plus e is equal to 5m. Now bring that 5m to the left hand side. A minus m, b minus m, plus c minus m, plus d minus m, plus e minus m. So I got 5m's. So you see a plus b plus c plus d plus e and 5m's. I wrote 1m, 2m, 3m, 4m, 5m. So that is equal to 0, na? So a minus m, b minus m, c minus m, d minus m, e minus m is equal to 0. That is how we do it. Are you all clear? Everybody? Great, great, great. Fantastic job, people. So if you're all happy with this, then let us move forward to the next one. Come on, people, try to be quick. 80 marks negative is too high. Dictator media, you have to reduce it. 80 is a too high negative marking. Too high. Okay, please check why you are making that many mistakes, that many guesses. True, Abdul Majid, you are right. It is a property of mean. Correct. Shubh Agarwal, SIT Pune is very good. you can go for it. Symbiosis is quite famous. Okay, Bhavitra, welcome. Nice to see you. CSE at VIT versus Mechanical at BITS Goa. So it's a very tough choice, man. Noctis Loin. It's a very tough choice. See, if you can shift your branch to computer science in BITS Goa, that would be great. So every college has a provision for that. If you do well in your first year, if you get a CGPA of 8.59, they might allow you to shift to a better branch. If you can do that, then absolutely BITS Goa is a better place. But if you want to be chill right from the first year, then VIT CSE would be better. College-wise, brand-wise, BITS is better than VIT, but department-wise, I would say computer science is any day better than mechanical. Okay? Got it? Yep. Yes, Noctis Loin, you are allowed to do that. If you get a good CGPA, they allow it. In IITs, they allow it. I don't know about BITS, you can check it out. Okay? So people, what is the answer? The answer is option B or D. No. Tell me correct answer. B or D is what, man? 50-50, yeah? You have to tell one correct answer. Ashwin, come on. Surabhi is absolutely right. Very well done, Surabhi. It is option D, people, which is the right answer. All those who said D, perfect. So how do you calculate mean? Mean is nothing but observation into frequency. So 0 into 1 plus 1 into NC1 plus 2 into NC2 all the way up to n into NCn divided by the sum of all the frequencies 1 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3 all the way up to NCn. Now 1 I can write it as NC0. 1 I can write as NC0. So it is 0 into NC0, correct? So this is what I have. Now the numerator can be written as sigma R into NCR from R equal to 0 to n divided by, this is sum of all the binomial coefficients, which is 2 power n. So denominator is very easy. Denominator is nothing but sum of all the binomial coefficients, which is 2 power n. Now NCR I can write it as n by r n minus 1 CR minus 1. So R and R will get cancelled. So n will come outside. So summation of R from 0 to n minus 1 CR minus 1 is 2 to the power n minus 1. And 1 n is outside already. So that is your answer. I hope you guys got it. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the chat and then we shall move forward. Very good, very good. Come on guys, be quick. Are you all done? Shall we proceed? Quick, people. Very good, Krish Chowdhury. Krish, you are absolutely right, man. Answer is option D. I hope you guys enjoyed this question. Now moving on to the next one. If 3 vertices of a regular hexagon are chosen at random, then what are the chances that they form an equilateral triangle? Hexagon. So I hope all of you know what is the hexagon. Hexagon looks like your benzene or cyclohexane. Got it? So yeah, you have 3 vertices being chosen. So how many ways can I choose 3 vertices? 63. That's your denominator because you have 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of 6 I have to choose 3. So 6 choose 3 is your denominator. But what are your favorable cases? Your favorable cases are those cases where you actually have an equilateral triangle. But how many equilateral triangle can be done in a hexagon? There are only 2 equilateral triangles possible. There are only 2 equilateral triangles possible. You guys can check it out. So the answer is 2 by 63, which is 1 by 10. Sir, how sir? Can you please explain why only 2 are possible? So guys, let's draw a nice hexagon. So if you want an equilateral triangle, the equilateral triangle will be like this. Okay. One equilateral triangle like this. and another equilateral triangle like this. That's it. Only two equilateral triangles are possible. One equilateral triangle and this is the other one, 2. Only two equilateral triangles are possible. So 2 by 63, which is your answer. Got it? Everybody clear? So 2 triangles divided by the total number of triangles will be 63, because for drawing a triangle you need 3 vertices. Okay? Next one, again a legendary question based on statistics. Everybody try to solve it, guys. This I want you all to finish it off. This I want you all to finish it off. Come on, guys. Last 3 questions. Let's be fast. Okay, let's work together. Deepa, this channel is an English channel. This is not Tamil channel. Please try to manage. Don't worry, my English is very simple. Everybody will be able to follow. Okay? Great. So what is the answer over here? Yes, Krish Chowdhury. Of course, yes, man. That's what majority of the college does. Even though people study in core branches like mechanical, electrical, chemical, they still go for bank jobs, data science jobs, business analyst, consultant, because they are very high paying. Okay, so these bank jobs, business analysts, consultants, these are all very high paying jobs initially, so people do go for it for this reason. Okay, and of course the company is also very famous whatever comes to IITs for hiring, right? So you have companies like McKinsey, then you have BCG, you have your ENY, KPMG, American Express. So all top companies come to hire students from IITs for these quantitative jobs. So of course people go for it, even from core branches. Okay? Yeah, Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is investment banking, and it has a very hard work-life balance. People say some employees work more than 16 hours per day in Goldman Sachs, but they pay very high. Yeah. Many of my friends are there who are working in Goldman Sachs from IIT Madras. But yeah, the work-life balance is pretty messed up over there. But otherwise, it's a good place to work. Okay, it's very popular and famous among IITians. Okay. So people, let's try to solve it. A die is loaded in such a way that the probability of throwing a number is proportional to its reciprocal. So probability of 1 is equal to k by 1. Probability of 2 is equal to k by 2. Like that, probability of 6 is equal to k by 6. So all the probabilities, when you add them together, probability of 1 plus probability of 2 plus probability of 3 plus probability of 4 plus probability of 5 plus probability of 6 is equal to 1, because all the probabilities, sum should be 1. So if I take k common, if I take LCM, what will the LCM be? LCM will be 60, so I'll have 60 plus 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 6, no, 12 plus 10, okay? So that is equal to 1. So I'll get k is equal to what? K is equal to 60 divided by 90, 110, 125, 137, 147. So k is equal to 60 by 147. So they're asking what is the probability that 3 appears. So probability of 3 is equal to k by 3. So k by 3 is my answer. So answer will be k by 3 means this divided by 3. So that will be 20 by 147. So that is none of these. So 20 by 147 is none of these. That's your answer. Option D. Did you get 20 by 147? If you got 20 by 147, then you are right. Otherwise, you are wrong, my dear boys and girls. So shall I move forward? Yep. Very good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So with that, people, let's go ahead to the next question. Another very interesting question based on matrix multiplication. How is your work-life balance? My work-life balance is very good, man. I enjoy my life. And moreover, I am doing what I love. So I don't feel like I'm working too hard. But yeah, one thing is, for teachers, our work starts at 4 o'clock, right? So I start taking classes in the evenings. So 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So that's how I teach. So our evenings are occupied. So usually your father, mother, or your uncle, aunt, whomever you have seen, they go out in the evenings, right? But for teachers here, we cannot go out in the evenings because we take classes at that time. So everything you have to see, guys. People, when you are in 17, 18 years of age, you don't think about this, right? You only think about good company, good money, but a lot of other factors also come into picture. So you have to think in all those directions. Okay. Is it A? Very good. You guys are awesome. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant work, people. Great job. So yes, it is option A. I think we'll work it out. So guys, what is RS into RT? So RS will be what? RS will be cos S, sin S, minus sin S, cos S. And then T will be cos T, sin T, minus sin T, and then cos T. So now when I multiply, what will I get? I'll get cos S, cos T, plus sin S, minus sin T. So that will be cos of S plus T. And then next will be cos S, sin T, sin S, cos T. That will be sin of S plus T. Next will be minus sin S, cos T, minus cos X, sin T. That will be minus of sin S plus T. And the last one is minus sin S, sin T, plus cos X, cos T. That will be cos of S plus T. So that is nothing but R of S plus T, because R of S plus T means cos of S plus T, cos of S plus T, sin of S plus T, sin of S plus T, minus sin of S plus T, minus sin of S plus T, cos of S plus T, cos of S plus T. That's exactly right. So it is indeed option A, which is the right answer. I hope all of you liked it. Yep. So yeah, with that, people, let's go to the next question. Everybody, please try to solve this. So you have a system of homogeneous equation which has a non-zero solution. So whenever you have a homogeneous system having a non-zero solution, that's only possible if the coefficient determinant is 0. That is only possible if the coefficient determinant is 0. Correct, na? So this should be 0. So when you open it, what will you get? Can you guys help me here? So when you open it, you will get a relation. Using that relation, you have to simplify this. Please try to complete it, my dear boys and girls. I'll give you 1 minute time, okay? So you have a homogeneous system of linear equation. Why homogeneous system? Because your right hand side is 0. What right hand side? The right hand side of every equation is 0. Correct, na? So if the right hand side of every equation is 0, it is said to be a homogeneous system of linear equation, and the trivial solution is 0, 0, 0. But here they are saying that apart from the trivial solution, there is a non-trivial solution also. There is a non-zero solution. So that means your delta should be 0, which is your coefficient determinant. So when you put delta equal to 0, you will get a very nice expression. Now using that expression, you have to solve this. That's it. It's a very simple question. Nothing fancy. I hope all of you can get it. Yup. So can you guys finish it off? Shall I move forward? Very good. The answer is 3 here. I don't think so. I think the answer is 1. I think the answer is 1. Okay. So when you open it, what will you get? Minus a into bc minus 1. Okay. Then you'll have minus 1 into, you'll have minus c minus 1. Correct? Plus 1 into 1 plus b. So that is equal to 0. So you will get what? Minus ABC plus C plus 2 plus B plus 1. Okay. So minus and minus will become like this. Then this will become plus plus plus. So you'll have what? ABC with a minus. Minus ABC plus A plus B plus C plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is what I got. Everybody cool with this? So that is what I got. I got an expression. Now using that expression, I have to solve that one. So that will be what? 1 plus B plus C plus BC plus 1 plus A plus C plus AC plus 1 plus A plus B plus AB divided by, when I multiply all of them, what will I get? 1 plus AB plus BC plus CA plus ABC. Is that correct? 1 plus AB 1 plus a plus b plus ab. So into this will give you this. Okay, now ABC is what? Now ABC you can figure it out and you can solve it, guys. So both will cancel and it will become 1. You guys can check it out. Okay, so ABC is what? ABC is nothing but a plus b plus c plus 2. Okay, so you'll have a plus b plus c also here. So ABC is nothing but a plus b plus c plus 2. So now when you simplify, numerator and denominator will get cancelled because both are the same. So that is how you get the answer 1. I hope you can solve it. So people, with that, I will leave you all with one homework question. Please solve it and let me know the answer in the comment section. Okay. So that's about it. So people, if you enjoyed this session, please make sure you follow us regularly, subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. And in case you are planning to prepare for 2023 exam or 2024, the link to join the courses in Vedantu are given below in the description. And with that, I will share the stage to Shreyas sir. I am sure he will be waiting to discuss the physics paper with all of you all. So please stay tuned, and if you feel there's a lag when we change, make sure you refresh the page. It will be all right. Okay. So people, if you refresh the page, it will be all right when we switch from maths to physics. Got it? So take care, guys. All the very best. Love you all. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hello, my dear warriors. Can you guys see me, hear me loud and clear? Vanakkam, welcome, Sat Shri Akal, Marhaba, Hola, bonjour, my lovely warriors. Hello, Ashwin, Santosh. Hello, Shruti. Hello, Ramesh. Hello, everyone. Yes, I guess I'm audible as well as visible. So, time to start physics. What an excellent session you guys had with Wazim sir for chemistry and Shimon sir for maths. Now, those of you are joining in right now, do not worry, you might not be able to see the maths and the chemistry part right now. YouTube takes some time to stitch all the 3 videos together. So after all this session is over, wait for 1 or 2 hours, you will see all the videos together. So now in today's session, I'm not only going to do physics questions, but also few questions of mental ability or logical reasoning and also English. But yep, the starting part is all about physics. So are you guys ready and excited to start this session? Do let me know in the chat box. Hello Surbi, hello Sai Sankalp. Welcome Ria, welcome Santosh Reddy. Hello VSK Chaitanya. Shruti says, hi Captain. Hello Aswin, good evening Bacha. Good evening Kesava. Welcome guys. So those of you who do not know me, my name is Shreyas and hopefully you guys have been with us on Enlite for a long time, because this journey is slowly coming towards the end. Just its last few weeks, guys, you are going to be with us. We are still going to continue over here for your juniors. Yeah, the last few weeks. Yeah, the reason why I'm saying last few weeks is because we are going to start with advanced sessions. Then there is counseling and then there is celebration too, right? Who wants to miss the celebration? Nobody wants to. And I know we are going to celebrate together because you guys have been preparing hard. If you have been coming here daily, you have been attending classes, you have been following all the strategies we have been giving, I'm pretty sure you will be the top rankers, you will be the ones going into IITs. That's what has been happening over the past few years. You want to get in touch with me, stay in touch with me, be my friend, go ahead, Captain_Shreyas, that's my Instagram. Let's begin with the physics class, guys. And I hope you guys have already smashed the like button. In case you haven't, do that. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the further discussions and the counseling. Obviously, the PDF will be available in our Telegram channel. The link is there down in the description box below. Let's start with physics, guys. Let's start with physics. Oh, kya baat hai, dictator. Very nice. You stayed just next to my college. Wow, interesting. Looks like you're in Nagpur. Maybe Nambazari. Okay, so let's start with the questions. Hi, Nikhil. Hello, Santosh. Can you get CSU for 300 plus? Yes, you should. You should. At least in Goa. Here's the first question. By the way, I have collected some PYQs this year's so that you know what kind of questions are asked from different shifts. so that you are mentally prepared for these kind of questions. These are the questions, memory based, taken from all the students from the first shift of bits. Look at this question. The ratio of the longest wavelength of Lyman to the Balmer series is how much? So let me just divide 1 by lambda, because that's the Rydberg formula for finding the wavelength of any series. So let's say I divide 1 by lambda of your Balmer upon 1 by lambda of Lyman. Now 1 by lambda has the formula R, Rydberg constant, is there here also and here also, and here you have 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square over here, and here also you have 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now read the question carefully, you will realize what is n1 and what is n2. Longest wavelength will happen for minimum energy difference, because energy is inversely related to wavelength. Everybody knows energy is hc by lambda. Everybody knows this. Energy is hc by lambda. If you want maximum wavelength, energy should be as less as possible. So the least transition, smallest transition. So for Lyman, the transition, what will be the transition be from? Lyman, the transition will be from 2 to 1, and for Balmer series, it will be from 3 to 2. Guys, everybody with me on this? Everybody with me on this? Yes, VSK, this is a previous year JEE question. They have asked JEE questions as well. All right. So Ria will conduct a special session for the cutoffs of BITSAT and expected branches, etc. very soon. Don't worry, Bacha, we'll do that. Let's concentrate on scoring as high as possible as of now. So for Balmer series, you're just going to put 2 square here and 3 square here. And for Lyman series, you're just going to put 1 square here and 2 square here. RR gets cancelled. Lambda L goes on the top. Lambda B comes down below. Here you will have 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. Here you will have 1 minus 1 by 4. Rest is just solving. So it will be 9 minus 4 divided by 4 into 9, taking LCM. And here it will be nothing but 3 by 4. You can see 4 gets cancelled. And 9 minus 4 is nothing but 5. And you will be left with 9 into 3. So that is nothing but 5 divided by 27. That is the final answer. Shubh, VSK, Ashwin saying option B, D. No, it is D, guys. It's not B. Okay, it is option D. Shubh. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So understood. So the concept here was understanding what is longest wavelength and shortest wavelength. So longest wavelength is for smallest energy, and smallest wavelength is for largest energy difference. So accordingly, you need to understand what transitions are. It is not directly given. So you will get to know when you see those energy level diagrams. Oh, the smallest energy will be for this to this. Oh, largest energy will be for this to this. So that's how you're going to do the comparison. Next question coming up on your screen. No problem, Shubh, happens. So avoid the calculation mistakes so that you will avoid negative marks in the examination. Let's try to do this question. 2 kids are sitting on a seesaw. One with the mass 20 kg is sitting on one end. Where should the other mass 30 kg sit from the center so that the seesaw is in equilibrium? The seesaw is 6 meters wide. 6 meters wide. Let's try to draw the seesaw and then let's try to do this. This is a question on moments. It's a simple question, but believe me, in spite of being such a simple question, many students make mistakes. I'll tell you why. You will understand it, why it is a question which cannot be ignored. Okay, this is a seesaw. The length of the seesaw is 6 meters and there is one guy sitting with 20 kg. This is 20 kg mass. So this is 20 g over here. And the other guy has to sit somewhere. I do not know what is the distance, but his mass is basically 30 g. Now this is the distance you need to find. This is x from the center of that seesaw. The question that you should ask yourself is this distance known to you or is it also unknown? Like, is it 6 minus x or is it something value of some value? Come on, my warriors. Already students are confused out here. Some are saying C, some are saying B, like I can see in the chat box. Come on, quickly tell me, is this distance known to you or should I write it as the total distance of the seesaw minus the x? If you think carefully, you will realize that the center of the seesaw. This will always be the center of the seesaw, and this guy is sitting at the end. That means this distance obviously has to be half the total length. That means this will be 3 meters. This will be 3 meters. Exactly. It is not 6 minus x. Now it's just nothing but the load into the load arm is going to be the same for both sides. Load is nothing but 20g. The load arm, that means the distance, is equal to that side, it is 30g, and the distance is basically x. G, 0, 0 cancels. In fact, 3, 3 also cancels. So 2 is equal to x. That's the final answer. That is 2 in meters. Option C should be correct. All those of you who said C are correcto. Awesome. Awesome. VIT Vellore Giriraj CS is good, but depends on what are you comparing it with. If you are comparing it with IITs, BITS or NITs, then maybe not. But if you are comparing it with very low NITs or some random private college which is not that great, then it is good. So it depends. What are you comparing it with? Moving on to the next one. So if you are comparing it to IITs, obviously it is not that great. But if you are comparing it with random private colleges, then it is good, Bacha Giriraj. Okay, let's try to do the next question. What is the effect, quality factor, on quality factor, it's not an, on quality factor when resistance of the circuit is doubled? This was asked just this time. The load arm concept is basically, you would have seen balancing a scale with a rubber and sharpener. The load arm is the distance of the load from the fulcrum, and the load is the weight itself. So load arm is the length of the arm from the fulcrum where the load is. That is the load arm. So load arm into the load is the same on the other side also. Load arm into the load on the other side. It's basically torque. R into F is R into F. So both the torques will balance out each other. That's the whole concept. Alright. Many of you are saying B for this. Is that so? Let's try to figure it out. The quality factor has a formula 1 by R, and here you have root L by C. So basically, if you are doubling, what are you doing? The resistance is doubled. If you double the resistance, obviously resistance is below, the quality factor is halved. The quality factor is halved. I hope this is clear. Yep, the correct answer is option B. So sometimes they can give you questions directly on formula. Inductance is made so many times, capacitance is made so many times. What will be the effect on quality factor? So these kind of questions are standard. If you know it, you know it. Else you just have to go to the next one. So guys, whenever you see a question, you know that you do not know the formula, don't waste time on it. Just go ahead. It's a waste of time just trying to guess the formula or trying to recollect when you don't know. Just move on. Try to do something which is something which you can score marks with. Okay, here's a beautiful question. Here's a beautiful question. Okay, let's see how many of you can do this, because it is going to make use of some trigonometry, guys. This was asked on 5th July in BITSAT exam. These are BITSAT PYQs. This is an equilibrium, that's the mass M. The strings are given. This is 15 degree, that is 30 degree. The question is, how are you going to find the tension? What is the value of the tension? First of all, I'm going to split the components. This component will be, because this is 15 degrees, this is 30 degrees. So this will be nothing but T1, and this will be sine of 15 degrees. And this component of tension will be T2, but this will be sine of 30 degrees. That is what it is. And if you look at the vertical components, this will be T1's cos 15 component, and if you look at this component over here, this is T2's cos 30 component, because this is 30 degrees. And that will be balanced obviously by its weight, which is mg downwards. So in a problem of equilibrium, always resolve the components and balance the forces in x as well as the y direction. So let's start with x because it looks simpler over there. So I can just say T1 sine of 15 is equal to T2 sine of 30. Now I do not want to play with fire here. I'm just going to use some trigonometric formula. Like you can see, 30 degrees is double of 15. So how about using the double angle formula? Sine to theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. So how about using that? So I'm just going to get 2 times of sine 15 into cos 15. I've just used the double angle formula. So sine 30 is 2 sine 15 into cos 15. The best part is sine 15 cancels. I know still this guy is a little bit troublesome. We'll worry about him later on. So T1 will be 2 times of T2 into cos 15. Don't jump into substituting the value of cos 15 yet. We'll see what we can do about it. Okay. Now, moving on, I know Shruti, the formula is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 for sine. For cos, it is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. I'm not bothered about that. We'll see if we can simplify it. Who knows? That's the beauty of keeping it till the end and maybe doing something towards the end. I don't know. So now in the y direction, what I can do is T1's cos 15 component, T1's cos 15 component is going to add up with the T2's cos 30 component, and together they will balance mg. Now the value of T1 is this whole number. So how about putting it? So it will be 2 times T2 cos 15 into cos 15 is just going to be cos square 15. Everybody agrees with this? What I did over here, T1 is 2 T2 cos 15 into cos 15 will make it cos square 15. Next thing that I'm going to do is just put T2 over here and I'm just going to put cos 30 is equal to mg. Interesting. Now the moment I saw cos square 15, immediately you should think about the double angle formula of cos. The double angle formula of cos. First of all, take T2 outside. Take T2 outside. The moment you see 2 cos square 15, you should realize had there been a minus 1, this is the double angle formula for cos, but there is no negative 1, no problem, add it, put minus 1, but also put a plus 1 so that it balances out, and just put cos 30 over here. So I think this equation is going to turn out very beautifully into a very simple form. So 2 cos square 15 minus 1 is the double angle formula for cos, guys. So it is just going to be cos of 30 degrees. Cos of 30 degrees, that's the double angle formula, and plus 1 plus again 1 cos 30. So I've completely got rid of the 15 degrees term. Isn't it great? Nikhil, please don't spam bacha. Now cos 30 plus cos 30 is 2 times cos 30. So T2 into the square bracket, cos 30 plus cos 30 is 2 times cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, and here I have plus 1 over here is equal to mg. This 2 cancels. So T2 into root 3 plus 1 is equal to mg. So therefore T2 will be equal to mg by root 3 plus 1. Isn't it a lovely problem? Such a lovely, brilliant problem, guys. Option D is correct too. It had trigonometry more in it than the physics part. The physics part just was this line and this line. That's all that is there physically. But this was asked in BITSAT. So that's why it's a brilliant question, and you should be capable of solving these kind of questions. If you want a good branch like computer science in BITS Goa, BITS Pilani, you want electronics, telecommunication, electrical, or you want some nice dual degree with interesting fields in BITS, you should go for it, and you should really work hard, and you should solve these kind of questions. Only then you will get top scores, because the fight for the top scores is really competitive. Okay, so let's move on to the next question coming up on your screen. All right, it wasn't easy. Yes, it had very good manipulation. I'm definitely saying it's not easy because you had maths plus physics both in it. Yep, let's try to do the next question. Here it is, the relative permeability and permittivity of, I think permeability got repeated twice. This one was permittivity. Okay, this was permittivity, and the second one is permeability, are 1 and 2.25. What is the speed of the wave in this medium? Let's try to do this. Great, Nikhil, don't worry, I'm going to respond to all the comments later on, and maybe we are going to have a counseling session. I know all of you need counseling, and I feel very bad for myself. When I was passing out, I did not have great counseling, guys. Somebody told do this, okay, fine. I wish things could have been different, right? But now I know what things work, what things don't work. So guys, don't worry, we are here for you so that you can get counseled, and we'll help you out. Don't worry. Let's concentrate on the session now. Now, the refractive index of any medium is given by root of relative permittivity into relative permeability's root. So the permittivity and permeability are nothing but 1 and 2.25. Now 2.25 is a perfect square because 15 square is 225. So 2.25's root will be nothing but 1.5. This is your refractive index. Why do I need that? Because I want to find the speed of the electromagnetic wave. Now, the speed of any electromagnetic wave is speed of light by the refractive index. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8. Refractive index is 1.5. 3 by 1.5 is nothing but 2. So 2 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That is the speed of the light wave or the electromagnetic wave in such a medium. 2 into 10 to the power 8. You can see that. Option A. Very good. Yep, you can, yes, Shruti, that formula is different, what you are saying. That is different. That is, speed of light in vacuum is 1 by root of, this is permittivity and permeability of vacuum. This is permittivity and permeability of vacuum, mu naught and epsilon naught. Speed of light in any medium will be permeability in that medium and permittivity in that medium. So in fact, this mu happens to be relative, this will be relative permeability into permeability of vacuum, and this epsilon in that medium will be relative permittivity into permittivity of vacuum. So that's how that formula is. It looks complicated when you solve it this way. I find it easier to first find refractive index and then find the speed, because it then looks very, very straightforward. If you do here, probably it looks very confusing. Oh my god, so many mu's, so many epsilons, probably maybe not difficult, but very confusing, especially in the exam. You might get confused with the symbols and definitely make some kind of a stupid or silly mistake. So that's why I generally do not prefer that formula. But that is technically correct. Nothing wrong in that. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Electric flux through a cylinder kept parallel to a uniform electric field. This was also asked in bits. These are, well, today I have not taken any questions from communications. Sure. I have taken some good questions, but I think even if a question from communication comes, it's going to be very straightforward, formula based. That's all. Let's see. Come on, my warriors. Try to figure this out. What is the electric flux through the cylinder when the field is going like this? Now, flux depends on how many lines cut through a surface. When the field lines enter in, like they are entering in over here, then the flux is going to be negative. But the same lines also exit out, and then the flux is going to be positive. Hence, the net flux is the flux which is entering in plus the flux which is entering out. The one which is entering in is negative, the one which is entering out is positive. So they are going to cancel out each other and give you a net sum of 0. So hence the answer is just 0, plain and simple. A lot of students make a mistake over here. They write either A or D or something. Be careful. It's simple concept based. Yes, the flux entering in, if somebody asks you what is the flux which is entering in, then the answer will be the flux which is entering in will be negative and it will be field into area. So pi r square. The flux which is entering out will be nothing but plus E into pi r square. So the net flux is just going to be a big fat 0. Okay, read the question carefully. That's the total flux through the entire cylinder. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. Great, very good Harsh, very good Ganesh Das, awesome, awesome. Surbi, very good Shruti, finally got it. Hello Inno Gaming, very good, very good. Chalo, let's move on. Again, a beautiful question on specific heat capacity dimensional formula. Straightforward, it's just a matter of how quickly you can solve this. If you waste a lot of time, then you are taking away the time of a difficult problem. Remember, there was a difficult problem on tensions. There you need more than 1-2 minutes. There you can get those 1-2 minutes if you save time in other questions. So try to save time in simpler questions. Don't spend time on the questions which do not deserve that time. So this question can be solved very easily because you know Q is equal to MC delta T. C is nothing but Q by M delta T. Now the dimensions of C will be the dimensions of Q, which is nothing but same as the dimensions of work. Dimensionally it is same as that of work, and work has the dimensions of mass, that means kg, meter square, that means L square, per second square, so T raised to minus 2. Upon, this is mass, so again M raised to 1, and then you have temperature change, so that's Kelvin of course. Mass gets cancelled, can you see that? L is definitely remaining, time is also remaining, and Kelvin will go on the top, and that's what it is, as straightforward as that. It is not heat capacity. Be careful, Amok. Specific word is used, so that's why divided by mass. Hence the answer is option A. If this word specific was not there, then Q will be C delta T. So be very careful, sometimes they play around with these things also. And then you'll be like, oh my God, what did I just do? I forgot to read that word specific. Oh, there was no specific in that. These are common silly mistakes which many students make. So read very, very carefully. Don't go with pre-notions. Oh, I had done this problem. I know it is simple. Don't be overconfident. Just look at each and every word. Moving on to the next one, coming up on your screen. All right, so what do we have over here? 0.5 kg mass revolving with 100 revolutions in 50 seconds is tied to a string in length. Find the linear and the angular velocity. Yep, happens, same mistake. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, I need to, just 1 second, guys. Yeah, okay, so what do we do? In this case, I feel 100 revolutions in 50 seconds. So, if it does 100 revolutions in 50 seconds, that means per second, how many revolutions? Per second, how many revolutions? 100 by 50. That is in fact called as the frequency. So that is 2 hertz. That is 2 hertz. Omega is 2 pi f. That's in radians per second. So therefore, omega will be 2 pi into 2. Therefore, omega will be 4 pi radians per second. That's the first part. Second part is linear speed. V is nothing but omega r. Omega is 4 pi. Radius is nothing but 0.5 because that's the length of the string. So it is going to be 2 pi meters per second. So 2 pi and 4 pi, but be very, very careful. This is the second common mistake which many students do. Here also you can see, here also you can see. But look at the correct order. Many students have got it wrong. Answer you have got it correct, but while marking, while bubbling you have made a mistake. So be very careful, guys. Is it going to be A or C? First is linear, then comes angular. So linear, angular. So 2 pi and 4 pi, not 4 pi and 2 pi. Option C is correct. Very good, Vikash. Yes, Shruti. Yes, 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 correct, Shubh. Awesome, awesome. Understood? So it is not option A. You need to be very careful about these things. These are common mistakes. That's why you should give mock tests, because these are the things that you will understand. Nobody can teach you. You are watching my lecture, that's very good. That's why you are realizing these are the things which you should avoid. But there could be so many more. That's why you should give mock tests. Moving on to the next one. If a mass on the planet is 2 times the mass on the Earth, and the radius is also 2 times, the escape velocity in terms of Earth will be how much? Let's try to figure this out. So I feel that we should use the escape velocity formula, which is nothing but root of 2 times of gm divided by r. Now let's analyze what has changed exactly. The planet's mass is twice the mass of the Earth. So this mass has been multiplied 2 times. Great, you are multiplying it 2 times. And the radius is also multiplied 2 times. Guys, if the numerator is multiplied 2 times, denominator also multiplied 2 times, the ratio will change how many times? 1 or 4? Thank you, hee boy. Oh my God, what a name. No change, right? Yes. So there will be no change. Basically, it will change 1 time. Hence, the answer will be the same. Escape speed. So that's option D. Very good. Awesomeness. Awesomeness, Shruti, Vikash, Ojash. Very good. Ha 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 ha. So that's somebody in our chat box. Very good, guys. Yep, I hope you are happy now that I took your name. Find the acceleration of the 2 blocks, m1, m2. Angles given, m1 is m, m2 is 0.5 m. So let's try to do this. Whenever you see such question, standard FBD, guys, it's not that great, it's not that difficult also. I mean, there is normal, there is tension. Ignore the diagram, it's looking a little bit crazy. mg cos is there, don't worry, there is no friction, I guess. So there will be one force over here, that will be m2. m2 is, okay, so m2g, and you will have sine of 60 degrees, correct? m2g sine of 60. And then, yeah, the questions are easy, but you have to solve in 1 minute. I hope you know there are too many questions to be solved in very limited time. You get lesser time than JEE Mains. And same thing, normal, tension, and then mg cos, and then you will have m1g sine of 30. Now, see, this normal tensions will not matter. What matters is only these forces, because those are the forces along the motion. Those are the forces along the motion. So assuming that it accelerates like this, so you should only worry about those forces, because if you think of it in a very simple way, just these masses are at an angle, just straighten them up a little bit. So one mass is here, one mass is here. So what matters is, as these masses accelerate like this, is this force and this force. And if you take them as a system, the net force is going to cause that acceleration for both the masses. So hence, you will see that the acceleration will be the net force by the net mass. The net force will be this force minus this force. So it will be m1g sine of 30 minus m2g sine of 60. The whole thing divided by m1 plus m2. Now it's just a matter of substituting. m1 is m, m2 is 0.5 m. m1 is m, so m, and sine 30 is nothing but half, minus m2 is half of m, so m by 2, and sine 60 is root 3 by 2. G is gone outside, so into 10, and this whole thing divided by m1 plus m2, so it is m plus m by 2. M cancels, and you can simplify this further as half minus root 3 by 4 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2, the whole thing into 10. The whole thing into 10. Now just solve this, guys, you're going to get the answer. Okay, you're going to get the answer. Just check it out, how much approximately do you get it out as. So you can do this. 2 also cancels, you can take the LCM and stuff like that. Root 3 value you know. Approximately you should get this as 0.447 meters per second square. Question is easy, but the concept is, do not make any mistakes while calculation. So that is the catch. Many students will make mistakes and they will hesitate to do the problem very sincerely, and your focus will be lost, and that's when you will get a wrong answer. So that's all. Calculation wise, you need to be very careful. Moving on to the next one. Yep. Yes, there are bonus questions. Yep. Here, definitely you should revise formulas. There is a beautiful session, Ganesh Das. Just search for formula revision, Shreyas sir. So we'll see a 2.5 hour session, complete formulas for entire physics for both JEE, NEET, BITSAT, CETs, whatever you want to do. Yep, you can do that. Calculate the threshold frequency of a photon in the photoelectric emission of work function 0.1. This question came, believe me, in BITSAT. So work function is HF. So just substitute. Phi is nothing but 0.1 electron volt. Hold on, you need to find the answer in SI units, hertz. So convert the electron volt into joules. So it will be into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, so that you get joules over here. You should get joules over here. That's very important. And H value is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 into the frequency over here. This is also going to be in joules. So both equalities maintain the same units. All LHS and RHS, same units. So just taking care of this, this will be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 20, I suppose. Bring these gentlemen out down here. So this will be 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34. That's going to be F. So therefore F will be, this decimals can be shifted. So this will be 16 by 66 into 10 to the power 14. Now the best part about the question is you don't have to calculate. Why you don't have to calculate too much? Because 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4 is there everywhere. So that means you just have to worry about the power of 10. It's just power of 10 that you need to be worried about. In fact, 16 by 66 will come out to be less than 1. So it will be roughly 0.24. So into 10 to the power 14, which will be, by shifting the decimals, 2.4 into 10 to the power 13. So you don't have to worry about what is 16 by 66. If If you sit in the exam and you have actually calculated 16 by 66, really, you are not aware of what is happening. You are lost in the exam. You are not thinking clearly. You should use your brain. You should think little bit outside the box, that, oh my God, I don't have to worry about it. All the options are same. I just need to worry about the power of 10. Right? A and C options are same, is it? Oh, it's not same, bacha. This is 3, this is 13. Probably you need to increase the resolution a little bit. So it's option D. So this was 10 to the power 3, this is 10 to the power 13. Don't make that mistake. Yes, it's just a matter of exponents. True, Vikash. Yep. Moving on to the next one. The CP by CV, they asked this question. Yep, they asked this question in BITSAT, July attempt. And they will ask you these kind of questions. Don't get scared. They will ask you. Let's see how many of you are able to figure out the answer to this one. If you stuck at 150, first of all, number one, the first thing, stop laughing. Okay, you need to be serious. Number two, if you are at 150, I don't know. Where are you stuck in 115? Is it in BITSAT? Or is it in JEE Advanced? What is it? Please tell me. I'm guessing it is in BITSAT. If you're stuck in BITSAT at 150, that means there is a lot of work you need to do. Lot of work. Okay? It's basically mock test. You need to study many chapters. Yeah, that's what you need to do. B, sure. Very nice. Interesting. Let's see. Yep, it is. Option B, 5 by 3. It's monoatomic. Monoatomic gas has 3 degrees of freedom. So this value CP by CV is nothing but gamma, and gamma is 1 plus 2 by degrees of freedom. So it will be 1 plus 2 by 3. So which is nothing but 5 by 3. This is a standard formula which you should know for finding the ratio CP by CV. Moving on to the next question that was asked in the July attempt of BITSAT. Beautiful question. Little bit of calculations are there. One mass collides with another mass at rest, and then after they collide, they stick together and move together with a common speed of v2, which is 0.5 times of v1. So they are now moving together. They are moving basically together, and initially this mass was at rest and v2 is given to be v1 by 2. So let's try to understand. Initial kinetic energy is K. So basically K will be nothing but half m1 v1 square. That is what K is. Interesting. So I can use conservation of momentum. So conservation of momentum, because I want to find how much energy is lost. So maybe the variables are related by some way. I can just write it as initial momentum is m1 v1 plus 0, because the second mass is at rest, is m1 plus m2 into v2. Now v2 is v1 by 2. So it will be m1 plus m2, the whole thing v1 by 2. Now here I'm just going to get m1 v1. v1 and v1 gets cancelled. So I'm just going to get 2m1 is equal to m1 plus m2. Now m1 I can shift it here. So m1 comes out to be equal to m2. Very interesting thing which I got. This is a relationship I got which will help me find out the loss in the kinetic energy. So what will be the final kinetic energy? The final kinetic energy will be half m1 plus m2 into v2 square. Now m1 and m2 both are equal, so it will be nothing but half twice of m1. v2 is v1 by 2, so it will be nothing but v1 square by 4. So hence it is just going to be half m1 v1 square, the whole thing divided by 2, because this 2 and 4 cancel out. Now half m1 v1 square is k, so hence this is just going to be k by 2. Now the whole question is all about what is the loss in the energy. So the loss in the energy is the final kinetic energy minus the initial kinetic energy. The final kinetic energy was k by 2 and initial was basically k. You have to take the modulus of them. So k by 2 minus k is basically k by 2, the mod value. So that's it. So k by 2 is option A, guys. Little bit of calculations, but this is asked in BITSAT. So guys, be mentally prepared for these kind of questions. I'm not saying all the questions will be like this, but expect quite a few questions will be like this. That means you need to save time. Like in this question, you cannot sit on this question for 1 minute. If you are taking 1 minute to solve the question, then do not expect very good high scores in BITSAT examination. This should be done within 5 to 10 seconds. C by C by gamma, gamma for monatomic, done. 5 by 3, diatomic, 7 by 5, okay. So that's how you need to be. Okay, moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. It's just that I'm taking some time to explain all of you because I want you to understand the whole concept. Otherwise, if we had to solve really as if we are in the exam, then we would be doing it very quickly. That's all. A parallel plate capacitor has this much capacitance. Two plates are given this much charge. Other plate this much charge. Voltage difference across the capacitor. Beautiful question, guys. So Vishesh, if you want to practice questions for BITSAT, you need to, if you are a part of Vedantu, already we are doing BITSAT mock tests every day for all our regular students, be it crash course. So you know the advantage at Vedantu, we tell you very few stuff, but we give you more. Like even the students who got enrolled for the crash course or students who joined late or students who got into the long-term batches also late, it's not like, oh, you joined late, we'll give you less or you, whatever. No. We are giving everyone BITSAT mock tests. We are giving everyone, JEE mock tests, JEE advanced sessions, even though it was not a part of the crash course or the long-term course or whatever. Because every student joined the JEE course, but we keep giving a lot of stuff. So if you are already a part of Vedantu, you are very lucky. You are already getting lots of material for BITSAT and all the other exams. Now, here, how you can do this question is that if you look at the plates have been given some charge. This is +2 and this is +4. Now, what you need to do to solve the question is first start solving for the charges on each side. The total charge, this is like a Gauss law problem. The total charge is +6 microcoulomb. The 6 microcoulomb divide it into two parts. So +3 will be here, +3 will be here, and then try to conserve the charge on each plate. If +3 is here and total charge on this plate is +4, so hence +1 must be here, and this is the opposite side, should be -1. And you can see 3 minus 1 is also 2. So it is following conservation principle. When I use the relationship Q is equal to CV, many students get confused. Whose charge should I consider? Is it the left plate? Is it the right plate? Is it the inner charge? Is it the outer charge? Remember this. The electric field exists between the plates is not because of the outer charge. Even if you remove the outer charge, still the same field will exist. So it's only because of these inner charges. So this is basically your -Q, this is your +Q. So whenever we talk about the charge on a capacitor, we are always referring to the magnitude of the inner surface plate charges. So hence, the magnitude of the charge is 1 microcoulomb, capacitance is 1 microfarad, and the question is what is the voltage? Micro cancels, so hence it will be 1 volt. That is the answer. The concept here is very important. Always the charge on a capacitor is the inner plate charge, the magnitude of it. Option B is correct too. Everybody with me on this? Yep. Santosh, it's very difficult to get BITSAT questions. Very few people give BITSAT. I mean, it's in lakhs, but still the number of people giving BITSAT is very less. Number two, the questions might not be the same for everyone. So it becomes very difficult. All right, the order and all these things. Chalo, let's try to do the next question. Young's modulus of two wires are given. The wire A is this much long and wire B is this much long. The radius is also given for wire B. If you stretch it by the same length for a given load, then the value of the radius for wire A is how much? Come on, my warriors. Think about it. Think about it. What should be the correct way to solve this question? Yes, the PDF will come maybe by tonight or tomorrow morning, hopefully. So the way to do this is first look at the generic formula. The Young's modulus is force by area and change in length upon original length. Okay, so Young's modulus will be force by area. Area is pi r square and change in length here and the total length over here. So if I divide for both the wires, what will I get? I will get YA by YB will be equal to the load is same, I think, for a given load, for the same change in length. That means force is same, the load is same, okay. For the same length it has been stretched. That means delta L is same. These three quantities are different. So when I take the ratio, what will happen? This will become RB by RA whole square, correct guys? Because this is inversely related to the radius. Length will come on the top. The length will come on the top, so it will be LA by LB. Now it's just a matter of substitution. The Young's modulus ratio is in the ratio of 7:4. RB by RA, RB is already given, so I'm just going to put it over here. So what is the value of RB? It is 2 millimeters. I do not know how much is RA in millimeters. I want to find that out. The lengths ratio, oops, sorry, I don't need to put equal to. The ratio of the lengths, you can check it out clearly. 1:2, one is 1.5. So it will be nothing but 2 divided by 1.5. Bring these people over here. So 7/4 into 1.5, when it comes on the top, it will become 3/2. 2 comes below, so 1/2 is equal to 2 divided by RA whole square. So this will become 21 and this will become 16 is equal to 2 square by RA square. Take roots on both sides. Take roots on both sides and flip it. So it will become RA by 2 is equal to root of 16 is 4 and root of 21 will come over here. So RA will be 8 by root of 21. Now do the math and you'll get the answer. Guys, how do you find out the root? Do you know the trick? I hope you know the trick. If you do not know the trick, watch my video, okay? I have conducted one small 1 minute video. There is a 1 minute short video on how to find roots within few seconds. So using the trick, you can very easily get the root of 21. And those of you have seen that video, know the root of 21. Mentally only you can calculate it. The closest value for 21 is 25. So 25 is 5 square and 21 is less than 25. So minus, you put half. Whatever number you take here, just put it below. And how much is it less by? How much is it less by? Just check that as well. That's it. It is less by 4. So come on, do the math and you will see the answer comes out to be very close to one of these. Just check it out. Is it 1.77? It's approximately 1.7 millimeters. That's the answer. Yeah. Is that clear, bachcha log? Thank you, Ignite Vlogger. Yep. Very nice. So moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. Very beautiful question. Then we are going to go to English as well as logical reasoning. I hope you are enjoying, and if you are enjoying, you have smashed the subscribe and the like button, because sessions for advanced counseling and every other exam counseling with result celebrations and every other detail for colleges and how to prepare, everything is going to come up. So do not forget to subscribe. A cell of internal resistance driving a current through an external resistance, the power delivered by the cell to the external source is maximum when? So if you have a cell with some internal resistance and you connect it to a load of external resistance R, this is internal, this is external, Max power transfer theorem. Max power transfer theorem says that maximum power is transferred if external resistance is equal to internal resistance. So hence the answer is D. Else you have to waste a lot of time finding the power as a function of R, then differentiating it to find the maxima and to check whether it is maxima or minima, second derivative. It's crazy task. So please, you should know the final outcome of maximum power transfer theorem, that is option D. Very good. Very good. Aniket, I have already done formula revision. Just Google search formula revision Shreyas sir, physics. You will get a 2.5 hour session. It's for all the exams, okay? It's not going to be like, sir, for BITSAT, what is the formula revision? Sir, for JEE, what's the formula revision? For NEET, what's the formula revision? It's the same thing. It's not going to be like, oh, for JEE, I'm going to write F is equal to MA. For NEET, F is equal to M by A. For BITSAT, FA is equal to M. No, that's not how it's done, okay? So it's going to be the same thing. Don't worry about it. All the formulas are going to be the same. Watch it. Okay, so looks like we are moving on to English. Awesome. So Rockstar, if you have scored an average of 205 mock tests, meanwhile everybody else starts solving the question. Any tips for tomorrow? If you have scored 200 bacha, so try to avoid some silly mistakes. Whatever I told you in today's session, basically try to learn from that and try to save up time in easy questions. Try to utilize that for harder ones. If you do not know something, just move on and read everything carefully. And you would know what kind of mistakes you made in the first attempt. Try not to repeat that. Okay? And keep a track of time. Come on guys, let's see this. Okay, antonym of robust. What is the meaning of robust? It's a very robust machine. That means it is very strong, it is very powerful, it is very healthy kind of a behavior, right? So thin, obviously it is not. Antonym means opposite, okay? Synonym means similar. Light, no. Strong is the synonym of it. Emaciated means you are very weak, as if you did not have food, you are suffering from some illness. So that is the meaning of emaciated. So answer is B. You can do it by elimination also. Thin, light and strong can't be the answer of robust, for especially the opposite. Very good guys. Come on, let's see how many of you are going to knock this out. For English and logical reasoning, you should not take too much of time. Come on. Murder of a king. Murder of a king means, is it infanticide? Oh my god, this is a spelling mistake. This was supposed to be infanticide, and then there is matricide, genocide, regicide. Guys, there is a spelling mistake over here. It's supposed to be infanticide. Okay, come on my warriors. Is it option G, B? Come on, think carefully. All right. Yes, it is option D. Very good, guys. It is option D. So, what is infanticide? Infanticide is where you kill an infant before it is even born, like, or just when it is born, you just kill it. So that is infanticide. You kill a young offspring, or kill somebody who is very young. So that is infanticide. Matricide is when you kill mother. That is very bad. Obviously, that's evil. Killing in any form is evil. So when you kill mother, that is matricide. Genocide is basically committed on a large scale. A country invaded somebody, and they had a genocide over there. So lot of killings, very unlawful killings. There are a lot of criminal activities by a country or a criminal group or a terror group or a religious group or anything. So that is called as a genocide. Regicide is when you murder the king. So the king of a kingdom gets murdered, that's regicide. Moving on to the next one. Here it is. The meaning of Hobson's choice. You have a Hobson's choice. What does it mean? Yes, Thanos committed genocide. Correcto. Yep. So, you have a Hobson's choice means feeling of insecurity, accept or leave the offer, feeling of strength or excellent choice. You go to an interview or you want to get admission in a college, and then the principal says, no, you have a Hobson's choice, bacha. You take whatever I'm giving you, or you can leave. You take or you leave it. That's it. That is Hobson's choice. Accept or leave the offer. I'm offering you this branch. If you want to take admission in my college at this fees, take it. Or else, sorry boss. That's Hobson's choice. Very good. Oh, somebody shifts question. Interesting. Find the part of the sentence which has some error. Actually, this is a little bit, this is not supposed to be like this. The sentence should have been here. The sentence is, the teacher as well as his students all left for the trip. So this was the entire sentence, and D option is when there is no error. So the sentence should have been printed here, but don't worry. So the sentence is, the teacher as well as his students all left for the trip. B for IIT Bombay? Is it B for IIT Bombay? Is it B for IIT Chennai? Is it B for IIT Delhi? Is it B for... Come on guys, is it B for IIT Kanpur? Yep, it is B option. How can you use the word all? It is not needed. It is not necessary to use this word. Why? Because you have already told the teacher as well as his students. That is everyone. All of them have already been included. Why do you want to use the word all left? The teacher as well as his students left for the trip. All of them left. The teacher, the students, these people, all of them. Why use that word again and again? That is not necessary. Moving on to the next one. B for BITS Goa. Okay, nice. B for BITS. Excellent. B for BITSAT. Oh. Redundant. Yes, Surabhi. Choose the one which expresses the best meaning of the underlined word. Decay is an immutable factor of human life. Decay is an immutable factor of human life. From the sentence only you get the sense of the word. Decay. Like any human form or any living being eventually decays. So it is an immutable factor. Is it an important factor? Decaying, is it a different factor? Is it an unchangeable factor? Or is it an awful factor? It makes sense to keep the word C or unchangeable. Yes, you cannot change it. You cannot say I am an exception for that. No, nobody is an exception to decay. Your body as it is now, you are young. As you grow old, it's going to decay. You're going to get wrinkles, you're going to get gray hair, you're going to feel weak, right? So that is how it is. Your bones are going to be weak, you are going to feel all the pain. So that is something which you cannot change. Nobody can escape this. Moving on. Odd one out in this preposition, adverb, punctuation and noun. Very simple. C for cash. Come on, my warriors. Think about it. What is the correct answer to this? Which of the following is odd one out? Come on, I want everybody spamming the answer in the chat box. Nerd saying C, Shubh saying C, Riya saying C. Is it so? Ramesh Bacha, don't spam or else you will get blocked. Talukoti Vishal also saying C. C for dog. Oh my god. C is not for dog. Well, the answer is C for punctuation for sure. Because all other things are grammatical words. Noun. It's a name of a thing, place, animal, etc. Adverb is a thing which describes a verb, right? Then you have preposition which tells you the direction or the position. Punctuation are those punctuation marks like exclamation, inverted, full stop. Those are punctuations. Yes, it's an important thing, but you cannot put it in the same category as adverb, noun, preposition. The odd one out among all of them is, if you are not able to clear the cutoff, then you can guess it. See, if you are going to an exam for fun, then do whatever you want. You can guess the options, you can mark everything something, you can do whatever you want if you know that you are not clearing. But if you are serious, if you have put in 2 years, then obviously you will not sit and guess in the exam. Then if you have to guess only, then why join a coaching? Why prepare? You could have just enjoyed last 2 years and just go to the exam. And it's like making a gamble. What are the chances of you winning a lottery? You know that, right? So it's the same gamble that you want to do. Fine, go ahead with it. Yep, the correct answer is war, because all other things are natural. This is man-made. These are all natural. This is man-made. D for dinosaur. Very good. Pain. Yep, it's war. War is something which can be controlled. Maybe, hopefully, if you change the mind of the people entering into the war. If sip is to gulp, then which of the following is having a similar kind of relationship? Which of the following? D for DC Comics. I like that, Chetan Kumar. Come on. Sip is to gulp. Soup, water, tent, hut, touch, push, cup, glass. Which of the following has a very similar resemblance to the one over here? When you sip something, it's like this. Gulp means at once. Sip is very gentle. Gulp is at once. Soup, water, tent, hut, cup, glass, no. Touch, you just touch something. Push is more intense, stronger word for that. So hence it should be touch and push. C for Capto. Yep, very good. I like that, Bhargav 76. Hut, what is hut? Hut is where people stay. It's like a temporary house, right? We can make it of leaves or some very temporary material. That's a hut. Guess the number in the series 8, 17, 24, question mark 48. If you're smart enough, you can guess the answer within few seconds. It will not take you more than 10-15 seconds and you should move on. C for capacitor, Naveed, Wahid. Wow, C for CUT, my goodness, where and all. Shruti saying C for Czechoslovakia. Nice. I hope you spelled it on your own and it was not a copy paste, Shruti. Yeah, Vishnu, nothing is enough, bacha. No matter how many lectures you attend, it might not be enough. You should never stop trying. So, I'm not going to fool you and say that, yeah, my lectures are more than enough. So, if somebody has told you, yeah, just watch my lectures, I guarantee you, you will get 100 percentile, he has definitely fooled you. You have to do self-study, bacha. Okay? So, just watching my lectures will not be enough. Anybody's lecture will not be enough. You have to practice. C for chlorine. Interesting. The correct answer is C for chlorine, C for Capto, C for Correcto. Amazingo. Because you can see the number 8 is, oops, I think I'm using some different pen. Yeah, the number 8 is just less than 9 by 1. Then 17 is 16 plus 1. Then the number 24 is 25 minus 1. 9, 16, 25 is perfect squares. So naturally the next number will be 36 plus 1. The next number will be 49 minus 1. That's why it is 48. Hence this number should be 37. Very good. Very good. Amazing. Next question. If 4 corresponds to the two numbers in the bracket, ordered pairs, then 10 is to which of the following numbers? Kavya bacha, not ma'am. Sar, I am Sar, Capto Sar. See, I'm putting my name, Captain Strayas. I wish I know, Kavya, yes, when the result is, but it should come out in the next few days. What is the minimum score for this year, Ria? I mean, I don't know because things are a little bit different because the BITSAT pattern has changed a little bit. Scores have changed, so it will be different. Okay, so a lot of you are saying A, some of you are saying B. If you notice, 4 square and then you take 3 square, you get 5 square. It's a Pythagorean triplet. This 3 and 5 are in bracket. So similarly think 10 square plus something in bracket, you square it, you will get the next number. So what numbers are you going to put over here? What numbers are you going to put over here? Is it 12, 13? Is it 6, 8? Is it 11, 12? I think, no, it is, yes, it's going to be 24. It's going to be 24 and 26. Just check this out. Pythagorean triplets. Yep, they are Pythagorean triplets. 24, 10 and 26. I hope this is clear. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. Moving on to the next question, guys, coming up on your screen. How many times do the hands of a clock overlap in 25 hours? Come on, my warriors, figure this out and let me know. This is very interesting. You can move your watches if you want. You can move your watches if you want. Why not B, nerd up least? Why will it be B, bacha, for the previous one? Because 11 and 12, they might be consecutive numbers, but they are not Pythagorean triplets. And 4 then lowers down to 3 and then goes up to 5. How can 10, then 11, then 12? It's increasing. The same pattern has to be followed, na bacha? So even though you might see 4, 3, 5 are consecutive numbers, but they are not in order. So the order also matters. So that is why option B is not correct. Okay? So good you asked that question and that is the answer for that. Alright. So the correct answer for this is 22. No, it is not 23. It is not 23. It is not 24. So the reason for that is, see, at little past 1, close to 1516. The first time it will coincide, right? So if you take the hands of the clock, close to 1516 or something, it will coincide. Then slightly after 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8. All right? Then you go to 10, then 11. That's it. So in one rotation, it coincides 11 times. 11 times in 12 hours. 11 times in 12 hours. 1, 1, then 2 with 2, 11, 2, 12, somewhere around that. And you keep moving it. So close to around 11:50, 11:55, it coincides probably the last, and then that's it. So in 12 hours, if it coincides 11 times, in 24 hours, it will coincide 22 times. Excellente. It is not 24. Srikanta. Yep. Hence, NTSC preparation came to good use. Yes, see. In fact, NTSC preparation is going to come to use even for your interviews. When you prepare for a job, there is always an aptitude test. Every time you go for even CAT or any kind of GMAT or any kind of competitive exam in the future, there is always this analytical skills, logical reasoning, puzzles, riddles, data analysis. All these kind of questions do come even at higher level when you apply for a job, even for postgrad and above. So that is something which is not limited to a certain age. It is open to all. So, and you cannot learn it by attending just some coaching. You have to learn it over a period of time. Okay, 12 o'clock is already counted, no bacha? 12 o'clock is already counted. 0, 0. So it's already counted. It's already counted. So basically it's already counted. Either you count 12 or you don't count after the one which comes after 11. So think about it. When you see after 10, the next coincide will happen not oh sorry, did I just say 11:55, 11:50? That was my bad, so sorry. That the next coinciding time will come not at 11:55, it will come after 10 directly at 12, not at 11:50 or 11:55. So it will come directly at 12. Think about it. That's the reason why it will be 11 times and not 12 times in 12 hours. Moving on. Oh, that's it. That was the mock test that we had today. And guys, if you are interested to join the JEE Dropper batch, that is called as the Akrosh, which is the batch which you should join for the best of the best improvement. And I'll give you simple statistics right over here. Just in the past few years, look at the numbers of students who have scored above 99 percentile in 2020, 2021. Massive jump. And from the dropper batch too, you can see how many students are improving their percentiles, how many students are getting above 95, above 99 percentiles. And 2 out of every 3 students are getting qualified into JEE Mains and Advanced. So if you want all the textbooks of all the chapters, you want all the lectures, you want quizzes, you want the fun element, you want the Vedantu videos and live classes, and you want doubt solving. All of this at hardly 40 rupees per day per subject. And the total price of the course is 49,500. If you calculate it per day cost per subject, it is hardly 40 rupees, guys. So go ahead, check out the link which is there in the description box. If you feel that, sir, I think I'm going to crack BITSAT, I don't need this, then refer it to a friend whom you think will be benefited. Because sometimes students waste a lot of time spending a lot of money into coaching, traveling outside the town, staying in some different place, and then you miss your luxury at home, and you also get deviated with all the wrong things when you stay outside, maybe in a hostel. So you do not want to do that, especially during a drop year. And you feel, sir, I love Vedantu, I have been a part of Vedantu, then a small bit of favor, go ahead, recommend this Akrosh batch to your friends. And this course is available at a discounted price. The original price is 55,000, discounted price is 49,500 for the entire 1 year, everything inclusive, nothing special. Okay, that's the highest package, and you have to use the coupon code SHHPRO. All right, so I hope you guys got really good insight into what kind of questions will come in the next few days. All the best for your BITSAT examination, my warriors. I want you to do really well. Learn from your past mistakes. Take care of the time. Do not overutilize the time. And stick to your schedule in the examination, or else you will miss out on all the questions in the examination. There are a lot of questions. Move on very quickly. You need to be really quick with your calculations and try to see the options. You might get some hint. Try to do reverse calculations. You might get some hint. Watch my cheat code session. That will be useful. Revise the formulas by putting earphones from my session, the formula revision session as well. So those are the small tips that I have for your BITSAT examination. I'll be waiting on the other side because that's not the end of the journey. We have to start the advanced journey very soon. All right. So let's start it. Are you guys ready for JEE Advanced? Yes. After BITSAT, are you guys ready for JEE Advanced? Some of you might be like, sir, I'm already ready, sir. Start it very quickly. Don't worry, guys. We are there for you. We'll start the journey for your final leg of IIT preparation in the coming few days. I'm very excited and very happy to say bye-bye to also all of you, because it's just a matter of 1 month. Put in all your 100%, your complete effort should be towards the studies. That's it from my side. This was Captain Shreyas signing off. Hasta la vista.